What's up? What's up, everybody? Friends, foes, subbies. Thank you for being here. I see a lot of you are here early. I just want to say we appreciate you. We appreciate you, buddy. My buddy is here on my lap. I just, I just came downstairs. After he just got his hair combed, and as soon as I'm about to press live, or just have him say hi to Auntie Lupac, he just starts coughing all over me and choking. So now I just have him right here. Pock, pock.
Hey, y'all. I might be loud because my bathroom got an echo.
No, it's cool. You're not.
What's
Sis,
up, everybody?
You're naturally got the mic built in. Yes, let me just say hello to Christina, Sexy Red, Starla, and Ned, Jessica, Shafana, I Love You, Song So Good, Johnson, Coretta, Karen, Real Talk with D Brown, what's good, sis? Carmen, Maggie, Shauna Burks. I'm sorry if I miss any names. Sag, what's up? Sag Couture. So you're probably wondering, why am I doing this live like this? Today I said that we were going to do a call-in and whatnot, but things took a turn. And when I say it took a turn, it took a pretty good turn. I just got off of a live. The live was, how would you like to describe that live, sis?
Tainted lies.
No. What did you say the live was? When we were just talking, we were like, that live was
lit.
Yes, we just got off of Lakeisha Rice's live. And when I tell you, it was, I really can't describe it. Like, I've never heard somebody so anointed be able to express themselves so well without cursing or being too shady. It was just enough shade. It was, I don't know how else to describe it.
Like, it was like you say, it was so anointed, but she made sure you got the picture in a godly way. Like, I'm a read your ass with God by my side.
Yeah. It was a read, but like a classy read.
Yep.
Let me just make this clear before anybody says that I'm putting words in anybody's mouth or whatnot. This is not what I'm here to do. I wanted to review this with Lupac. We got what we got from it. There are a few things that I did not agree with that I would like to point out because you guys know how I am. I know I'm not perfect. So if ever I do something, I would like for you guys to point it out. Lupac, if I ever do something, I would like for you to tell me. Just
and
keep
vice
it
versa.
Yes, I like to keep it real with everybody. And FYI, if you don't know me by now, you should know this. It doesn't matter how much I dislike someone, I will never lie on them. There was one time I got some false news about Briana, and I came on my page and I spoke on how I did not like that. I would never lie on her. It doesn't matter how much I don't like her. And you know what? After listening to their live, Lakeisha Rice and her husband, I don't know his name.
Anthony
Rice. After listening to their live, it kind of made me feel a little bad. I felt bad. I felt like, dang, I don't have to be this mean, or I don't have to, it just made me feel like I was somewhat in Bible study or church. Like, these people are so pure that they made me feel bad.
It made you feel like you can purely get your point across without doing the most. You know what I'm saying? And still protecting your value or whatever. I get what you're saying, though.
Listen, I really do not want to address this. Sis, I will tell you about this later. Sometimes I just I'm just not going to address certain things sometimes because I got to learn. I
Yeah.
got before you speak, you guys think, don't act off of impulse. If somebody says something that upsets you, take a breath for a second. If
Yep.
somebody something that you're irritated by, walk away. This is what I'm learning. Amir said, "Ooh, say hi, Amir."
Hey, Papa. Hey,
He's
Papa.
yes. He said my hair is not really, really fly, but it looks better than it was.
He's so cute.
Oh,
Papa.
you're not gonna choke anymore. You okay?
He just
Yeah.
looking around. Like, where
He's
the sound coming from? I hear it.
yes. You hear it. You guys, if you I told Lupac earlier, she didn't know, but Amir is blind, so he cannot see, but he could see the light. Right, Amir? Don't let them see your butt. Hold on, y'all. Ooh, child. Give me a second. So, Pop, go ahead. Speak. Speak on what else you felt. Oops. You okay, Papa?
I see. And you know what's crazy?
What?
Even with how they address the situation, like you can't say nothing bad about it overall, but they had Team Breeze in the comments. Don't you know one of them? Because Lakeisha put a comment on the screen, and one of them said, um, "Despite what y'all say, God got breathed, so y'all can't destroy her peace." I say, I know
Nobody, they weren't
you
even
can.
trying to destroy her peace. This is the problem, sis. Thank you for the green hearts for Amir, you guys. Green hearts for Amir. Thank you. She was very professional.
Mhm.
I can't say nothing bad
You
about
could
this
you
woman.
could tell she wanted to flash, sis, but God told her, "Listen,
Mm.
there's a purpose. We came on here for in this I mean, for a particular reason." You could see it in her face because she, like, she got it together. Because them Team Breeze be trying you, like nobody's trying to destroy her peace. Like, you're
That
not listening to what this lady just said.
it was a little disturbing when they started speaking because at the end of the day, like the regular people that are not on a team, when they had something to say, they said what they had to say, and Lakeisha addressed it. You don't have to come at somebody disrespectfully to get an answer. It was just
Exactly.
disturbing to listen to what they had to say. There were a few things that I did not hear that Lupac heard because I was getting interrupted while listening to their live. Lupac, we got as much as I don't want to do this, what I like to do is usually tell people go watch somebody's video.
Mm-hmm.
But because this is us kind of addressing it, because obviously you guys came to our page the other day and we made a video addressing the movie Tainted Love and Lakeisha and Briana's relationship, which was an alleged speculation. I get DMs from people that speculate too. It is what it is. It was obvious there was something going on between the two. It was obvious. You can't deny that. Okay. So, what did I do? I came on live and I mentioned it because um, I just felt like it was wrong. Like, how many people is she going to fall out with? Those those people that she fell out with seem to be the ones that care for her the most. And it's really sad if you look at
Yep.
it. The truth, as much as some of you don't like him, he deserves credit for taking somebody like her in
Hmm.
that he did. He could have just dated her and messed with her and had,
Yep.
communicated with her and just put her to the side. He 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 I guess I would have to say he valued her so much that she wanted marriage and he gave it to her. And she came with a package and he took the package. So he must get that respect for that. I'm tired of people saying he didn't care for her.
Mm-hmm.
If he didn't want the kids, he could have gotten with anybody else.
Yep. He
That's-
married her, so that's a big deal.
He could have gotten with anybody else, but he could have gotten with a woman that didn't have any children.
Yep.
So
Y-
him making the sacrifice of taking in a woman with 3 children, he cared about her. Then she had Ayanna. As you guys know, sometimes I'll be coming on here and I'll be mean and I say what I say about Ayanna because Ayanna keeps going back. I've been in her shoes before and I've pissed people off. This type of love I give is a little rough love, but I do like Ayanna. She seems like a loyal friend, somebody that I would want on my I'm not gonna say team. I would like a friend like Ayanna because she seems very loyal. Um, but what I didn't like was the lies. Like when you lie for Briana, it makes you look bad. I don't lie for friends. I just can't do it. It just doesn't.
mhm.
Um, but then again, who's to say that Ayanna even knew that she was lying for Briana?
Yep.
Briana could have been lying to Ayanna and Ayanna just regurgitating. Oh my gosh, she is. Oh my gosh, thank that. Can you believe she's in here?
Hey, Lakeisha. Wait, okay. I,
Oh,
I want to say this. Tamika, I want to say this. I see Lakeisha on there, but Tamika, you was asking some good questions. I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about them ignorant teen breeze that was in that chat. Cause it's like they don't comprehend. They see stuff, but they not seeing it. You get what I'm saying?
mm,
Lakeisha, I look at you in a totally different light. Like I
yeah.
have a lot of respect for you at this point.
I have so much respect for her. I feel embarrassed for certain things that I've said on my lives. Not about Lakeisha, because honestly, when we first watched that live that was screen recorded with Lakeisha and her husband, first thought we're gonna get is that they're enabling her. So
Hmm.
no, it's no disrespect to say that, but when you first watch it, the first thing you're gonna think is they're enabling her. And if you read the comments, many people said that. And then Lakeisha,
Hmm.
she cleared it up. She said, this is not enabling her. Why do you think when I came in the live, Briana was like, oh boy, because Briana knows that I'm going to tell her that what she's doing is not.
That's what Tamika was saying on Lakeisha's live. And I want to say this to, I don't know, I'm guessing Tamika still, I mean, Lakeisha is still on here, but
Almost.
I don't know if y'all actually went back and watched that particular live that y'all did with Brianna, but people were trying to tell y'all that the comments about her kids didn't come till
After,
after, and
yes.
Brianna cut the comments off. So I don't know if y'all noticed that, but we caught it. A lot of people caught it.
You know what it is? It's not their fault. Now that I think about it, and again, Lakeisha, much respect to you and your husband for doing this live because you did shut down a lot of, I guess,
She gave,
rumors, a lot of speculation. What else is
mhm. They gave a lot of clarity because I
clarity?
know it's something that I caught in their live that made me look at the truth differently in a good
What?
way.
Tell me.
We're gonna review it.
Yeah, we got, but don't
We
forget,
tell you,
don't forget, okay?
I won't forget because that was major, and we gotta stress that. Like even though we already knew
Plus,
what it was.
I want to make sure she doesn't mind.
Yeah,
Um,
ask her if she
that,
mind. We.
and I'm only asking this because I what she did tonight, I feel like it needs to be heard. So,
Yep.
Lakeisha, please, if you don't mind, me and my sister girl here, um, review what you did, and I could just tell people if you want to watch Lakeisha's video without any interruption from me and Lupac, because you know me and her, we talk a lot. You can watch it on Lakeisha's page. I'll link it on the bottom. But I just want to know that she's okay with it because I feel like that word needed to be heard. And she did kind of change my mindset. And I was like, Lupac is gonna talk so much junk because I started to get a little emotional while Lakeisha was talking. And then I said, Lupac is gonna be like, oh my God, girl, you got I felt so many different emotions while
Me
listening.
too. That was powerful. It reminded me of when I was a child and they would be worshiping at my grandmother's house.
Mhm. Listen.
But I just love the way she did it because it was like,
Oh,
let me school you. Let me school you and let me let God deal with you. You know what I'm saying?
it was classy with it. So
Yep.
you can't really say anything wrong about that live. And I just want to make this clear. I'm not here to be messy or try to make this a messy thing. I'm gonna point out the things that I didn't like, and I because I have to be honest. Like I said, I want people to be honest with me whenever I say something that's like hypocritical, whenever I do something that's narcissistic, because you guys know I'm always talking about narcs, and I don't really like narcissistic abuse, but sometimes there is narc behavior, uh, and I don't like it either, but gotta call it out. As long as you're aware and you want to fix your wrongs, that's a good thing. It's a start. Deidre, thank you so much. We love you right back. I appreciate the super sticker. I
I
do.
need to I need to know the name of that song. She
The
said that was her
song at
song.
the
That
end, oh my
song.
God, she gave me goosebumps. Like,
Yes.
okay, and you guys, if you didn't know, Lakeisha was on a show. I forgot the name of it. Um,
Sunday's best.
yes, I used to watch that. That's back when BT was good. But anyway, I didn't know that until I think you told me, or sister, I am that somebody. And I was like, no wonder, because she sang when she played with Briana that last time.
Hmm.
I got goosebumps when she sang. But that's besides the point. Tonight, they cleared the air and they answered a lot of questions that I had.
Hmm.
That they did it because I would have been speculating. I would have been thinking, well, maybe they are beefing, but she cleared it up. She said this is not beef. Sometimes there is a season for everybody. That's, well, it is always a season. Like I told you, I will have somebody come into my life and be so good to me, bless me, and then hurt me and discard me as if I was yesterday's trash or last week's trash, and they never look back. What I've learned to do is take all the good and just say, you know what, it's fine. They're no longer here. Somebody else will come and replenish me or whatever, fulfill whatever was taken. Because a lot of people break me and then I meet somebody else and they help to get me back on my feet. Not to say that I'm using one person to get over the next. I'm talking about friends. Um, Sometimes a friend will come along and while you're hurting, they'll take you to church with them. Stuff like that. That's what I mean. So
Yeah,
take the good,
definitely.
the bad. Facts of life. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, let me just make sure Lakeisha doesn't mind before
She
we.
don't mind. She
Okay.
said, and we all have to be honest.
Okay. So I will get straight to the point to why I said that I didn't like something. I was like, but then the rest of the live, I was like, this is perfect. I'll point it out, and it's very very simple. Hey April. Hey Sean. Okay. Sorry to anybody that I missed, you guys. I don't want to make this like a super long live because I know a lot of you have work and lives. I hope Amir is good and he doesn't start throwing up or anything. You notice how last night we got off our live and Amir waited and he started to do his throw up?
Yep.
Amir respected us last night. He said, I'm not going to mess up my mommy's live.
Yep.
I'm not going to mess it up. Okay. So, you guys, I suggest, and matter of fact, let me do this now because she sold me. This woman is anointed. There's something about her
Yep.
that just moved me in a sense. Like, this is what I was going to say. Don't say that I'm only saying this because she was in the room. Pac, before we went live, what were we saying about Lakeisha? We were
We
behind the scenes talking. What were we saying?
hmm we look at her in a totally different light, and we have a respect for her. You know, as an anointed woman, like she's really anointed.
Mm-hmm. And she changed my perspective in a way because I started to feel a little guilt about seeming like the type of person that is so judgmental.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you guys don't think I'm judgmental because I'm always making videos about narcissism and this person is bad and pointing out all their lies and stuff. It's not that I'm trying to be judgmental. I'm trying to help people see the red flags because at one point I was bashing the truth so bad that I couldn't even stand to watch the man eat. Okay? I developed such an anger, and I'm not going to say hatred. I never hated the guy, but I couldn't stand him. So knowing that a lie caused me to have these types of feelings for the truth, and then once I started to see the truth, it angered me. It angered me so much so that I started to go this hard. I know some people might think I'm crazy. Why is she always talking about Briana? Why is she always making these long?
Mm-hmm.
You guess what? When I'm here live, the people don't want me to stop. So if I'm doing what I'm doing, and then all of a sudden I was blessed to have Lupac start doing the lives with me, you guys don't want us both to leave. So we keep talking until our points are done, and then we come back, because the next day there'll be something else that happens that's a red flag that we want to call out. It's just wrong, in my opinion, to lie on somebody so bad that it tarnishes their image to the point where they start to become bullied and attacked. I'm not gonna lie, I was
Yep.
going in on the truth. Okay, all for
And
what?
it's even worse when you have a child with that person, so you still have that connection for years to come. It's like it's no sympathy there. That's what really gets me. I could see if this man, just did so much to you, but still in all, it says a lot about her heart. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't matter what somebody do to me, my heart wouldn't allow me to retaliate. That's just me.
You know what, sis? Before we start the live, I'm I'm glad that you said that's how you are. That's how I am too. But what I got from today's video from Lakeisha, that one point, she needed that prayer. She needed somebody to get her back. So get her back on track, right? So let's just put it like this. Briana is wrong for doing everything that she's doing, but guess what? Briana is going to reap what she sows, and that is going to be God's lesson to her. She's going to realize that all those people that she, what's the word, discarded, ignored, put to the side, are the people that were there for her, and they actually loved her. Still, I'm pretty sure they still, Ayanna still loves her. Like, of course, I had a narcissist best friend that I love so much, but I can't be her friend anymore. I just
Yep.
can't.
Love her from a distance.
You can love
And
somebody from a distance, so let's not be judgmental and say just because they were like, we still pray for her, we still love her. I had to realize that that doesn't mean that they're enabling her
and
at all.
and if people can't see that the people that have been rocking with her is slowly pushing away, and they still think everybody else is the problem, then they need prayer. Like they too far gone at this point, because
Ah,
you at some point you gotta see that, okay, dang, okay, she's not friends with her anymore. This person and pushed away from her, that person and pushed. Maybe I need to start looking at her a little different, and opening my mind up to see what's really going on. Like, why are these people pushing away from her?
yeah, see, there's definitely a reason. I just want to say thank you for the super sticker, Missy and Lisa. Um, before I go, I see somebody said, I hope you guys don't stop. Like, no, we're not gonna stop. Don't worry about it. I think it was you, Bernice.
We
We're not gonna stop.
we gonna
Okay.
stop, y'all. We're gonna stop. I'm just playing.
She said, "This not April Fool's, girl. No, we're not gonna
I
stop
wanted
this.
to see sweet my face when I said
If the camera was big on me, you would have seen my eyeballs get big for a second. But when you said that. Okay, let's get into it real quick. I just want to say to you guys, no, we're not going to stop. The reason why is because we still do not approve of the things that Briana is doing. I know she watches our videos. I know she hears the things that we say, and maybe she'll correct herself, because the way she's doing what she's doing with those children around and having Jonelle around, it's not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. And being that you're doing it publicly, and we are able to see what we see, that what you do, the little you let us see is enough to know that those children, I don't even know what to say. I feel bad for the kids because they probably miss the truth. The same way she
Mm-hmm.
said what she said yesterday. Oh, she still loves Dasharia. That's not going to stop, blah, blah, blah. Your kids still love the truth, period. And stop. Just stop. You know the kids still love him, and you try to coach them to say certain things. And if Latruth didn't record half the things that he recorded and proved what he did, which a lot of you still don't believe him after he
Mm-hmm.
did recordings, it's sad. But because you guys don't want to see the truth, people like me and my sister Lupac are going to continue doing what we do until, let me tell you, I know what I do doesn't seem godly or anything, and it doesn't seem like a Christian. I don't go to church or nothing like that, but I have to tell you, it was put in my heart to do what I do. If you guys don't know this about me, I started doing this back in 2018. How did I start doing this? I never knew what a narcissist was. Let me tell you real quick. I didn't know what it was. Um, I ended up finding out the entire time I was raised by that. All over me, all over me. They're like everywhere. I can't escape it. I didn't know. It was just normal to me. So most people that I took in my life were narcs. Like most of the lovers, whatever I had, were all narcs. Okay, boom. So after this, I came across somebody by the name of Tasha K. I thought Tasha K was so amazing. I loved her. I watched her all the time. And then I started realizing how she would treat people. And one day she was treating Cardi B bad. And I'm going to hurry up and tell this brief story. She was treating Cardi B bad. I wasn't a fan of Cardi B. I didn't like her music. I didn't care for her. But she was being so mean to that girl that I started to cry. I know that sounds stupid because it's like, why are you crying? She's a celebrity. Why are you crying? She was bullying that young girl so much that I was like, can you just leave her alone? Because she kept taunting her on Instagram, and Cardi was begging her to please stop. Like, you're lying on me. This isn't true. And, you know, Tasha K got mad. She didn't want to do an interview. Then I noticed Tasha K and Lovely T. Lovely T, I love Lovely T, had a friendship. I used to DM Lovely T and I say, Lovely T, I don't think Tasha K is really your friend. I think she's a narcissist. Lovely T would never want to listen to me. She would open my messages just the same like Lakeisha was doing. Did you hear when Lakeisha said people would warn her about Briana in the DMs, but she would ignore it?
No, I don't. Wait, I don't think I heard that part.
So you missed some parts, I missed some parts.
Mm-hmm.
So real brief, I was warning Lovely T. I said I watched you and Tasha together meet for the first time, and the way she was looking at you, she looked envious. It felt uncomfortable watching you too. I thought I'd be happy to see you unite, but something felt off. I'm telling Lovely T, I'm telling her something is off. Lovely T would open my messages and not respond to me anymore. So now I feel like I'm crazy because here comes this crazy girl trying to separate friends. So what I did on the side, I started collecting information. I know you guys are going to think I'm nuts, but I started collecting information, screen recording things, screenshotting things, so much so that I started a page exposing Tasha K. Long story short, it got so bad that Cardi B said that she was going to sue Tasha K. Cardi B reached out to me. I guess people told her about me and my page, and she asked me to please help her. And I started sending her receipts, video clips, anything that I could. Back then on Instagram, once somebody starts following you, you can see who started following you. They used to alert you, or there was an area on the Instagram where you could see who started following. The second, I say within 20, 30 minutes of Cardi B following me, my page was shut down. Tasha K had all of her people take my page down. I guess she didn't want Cardi B seeing the receipts or whatever. And I'm only saying that because the page managed to last for months. And then the second 30 minutes into Cardi following, the page got shut down. I was devastated because I put a lot of work in it, but I saved all of my stuff. And long story short, she sued Tasha. It took years, but it happened. Now, after I did what I did, I didn't understand why I kept going. Now there was another narcissist that I went to expose, and another, but I've helped people along the way. That helped her win her case. The receipts. I helped Lovely T realize that Tasha K was not her friend and she was a narcissist. Lovely T will say it on her own show that I helped her a lot when it comes to the narcissism. So I do feel like I was put here for a reason to do what I do. It might seem messy to you, but I've helped more people than harmed them or hurt them. It is my calling, Queen, and I know it
Yep.
sounds crazy to people. Listen, Bella, let me tell you something. If you want to see the video, you can go over to Lakeisha Rice's page and watch the video. I don't like when people come, and I don't care if anybody finds me to be rude. I'm usually the type of person that keeps my mouth shut and I let people walk over me. And I
Mm-hmm.
thing. I want you guys to know this is not me anymore. If you
Mm-hmm.
come to my page and you feel like I'm talking too much, you can politely exit. You don't have to tell me to start something or play anything. And I'm not trying to be rude or call anybody out for saying that. This happens a lot. People will tell me, "Can you just play the video? Can you go and watch the video where it originates from?" Then you
Yep.
won't have to worry about me pausing or my commentary. I just wanted to let you guys know I do what I do because I feel that I was called to do it.
Yep.
And
Talk
I
your
told,
shit.
see, didn't I tell, I told people once I get emotional when I watch somebody else get hurt, it enters the narc detector, enters the narc slave. I kid you not. I will not know these people, and then I'll come across people and then I'm like, oh no, I don't like what they did to that person. I gotta fight and show the truth. That's what I do. And then I move on. Check my channel. You guys will see.
Mm-hmm.
People insane all the time because I will continuously do what I do. Do you guys know who Nature Boy is? Check my content on Nature Boy and see how disgusting of a narcissist he is. He is a when I say somebody that is you shouldn't leave around kids, he's one of those. And I talked about him. And guess where he is now? He's in jail. He's in prison. I'm not saying I put him in prison, but the awareness on him, the putting him out there, brought it to the point where it made it to the news. All this stuff. Listen.
Yep. Talk your shit, sis, so
And
people can stop saying, "Oh, y'all must be obsessed with Briana. Y'all jealous." No, this is awareness, baby.
no, this is awareness. I'm not obsessed with anyone. To be honest with you, I'm obsessed with the truth and exposing lies that
B-
ruin people's lives.
Big
Okay, and it's
period.
unfortunately the way this stuff works. You have to forgive people and then just let karma do its thing or God do his work. Because when I look at it like this, I wonder. I watched Nature Boy abuse these people on camera to the point where it was devastating to watch at times. I would feel sick to my stomach. I would cry for them. And I say, how is he getting away with this? It took years, but he's finally in prison. He's been trying to get out. Listen, he keeps getting denied. Every time he tries to get another hearing, he gets denied. When it's your time, it's your time. So Briana might continue to do what she do, call people old, broke, and she's going to continuously get blessed with more money, more money, more money, more money. And we're just going to sit back like, how is she able to get by like this? How is she able to lie about domestic violence and lie about helping single moms and helping children with school supplies and getting turkeys for people that couldn't afford turkeys. Why is she getting away with all these lies and still getting support? It's gonna happen eventually. It's gonna stop. God
Yep.
is gonna humble her, and once she gets humbled, maybe then she'll change, and hopefully she apologizes to the people that she lied on. And that's all. That's it. I'm
Mm-hmm.
sorry talking so much, guys, but this is my channel.
Yep.
So, if you don't
Period.
want if you don't want to listen, you don't have to. Now let's get into this Lakeisha and Anthony live. It's called Let's Clear the
Sis,
Air. Yes.
Consuela asked,
Mhm.
did you get her cash app?
Yes, Consuela, I called your name out last night. You know what was so weird? And thank you for reminding me because you know me, I will forget. Um, Alicia, thank you so much. You guys, honestly,
Alicia is so sweet.
thank you for the super sticker, Alicia. Consuela, last night I was like, thank you so much. It was weird. You sent me a cash up at 12:30. I got it at 2 something in the morning. But yes, I got it.
And thank you to everybody in advance because we don't always see it sometimes, and we'll call it out later on.
So what? You're a hater who has no life? Everyone who agrees with this sick. Okay, you got to go. You got to go. I have no life. Oh, my life is blessed. I have a life. And what I'm doing is trying to save people from um being bamboozled and being in a relationship with narcissistic
She just came from out of nowhere.
yeah.
Wow.
Oh, you're a godly woman. Um with a big caring heart. I love everybody. Oh, that's amazing. I love, sometimes when I come across people that are so much anointed, I don't feel like worthy to be in the same room as them sometimes. But I know that sounds really stupid of me to say, but because we're all worthy, we really are. But there's a difference. An anointed person can touch you in a way that a regular person can't. Right, sis? 11:11.
That's facts. That's big facts.
Sis, would you like to say anything before I press play?
Uh, no, I didn't forgot now.
I'm sorry.
You know
Oh,
how my brain works.
thank,
It'll come
thank
back to me.
Thank you, Lakeisha. You know what? I was thinking earlier. I said, you know what? While I was watching her live, I kept saying she is going to make that movie. That movie is going to happen. When you believe in your craft so much so, God is going to find a way. She is going to make that movie. Ooh, girl. That,
Tell her what we said, sis.
cause she always,
I
honey,
said,
you already know. I got so emotional when she was saying it.
if I could, I'd go star in that movie, baby. Let me
Girl,
bring a little Louisiana to tainted love.
I did not tell you. I said if Amir could come, I'll do it. but we said it before we seen her live though. Thank you. God loves you too. God loves you too. Thank you because you touched a lot of people today. But what I'm gonna say is, I think I hate that I'm like this, but sis, don't laugh at me
She a
either. But
big baby, y'all. Sweet Mount is a
no,
big baby.
no, it's not that. It's just certain things touch me to where I'm just like, "Ooh, child, she is gonna get everything that she says that she desires because I know what it feels like for somebody to just you put so much in somebody. Imagine how Ayanna feels. So I feel bad whenever I be talking about certain people because they don't deserve it.
Yep.
Like when I say certain people, I'm talking about like people like Ayanna.
Mm-hmm. But you the type of person at the end too, you might see a person in a certain light, and then if you see it's a different light, you correct yourself. Not too many people are like that. They not willing to admit to their wrongs, or if they said something and they, you get what I'm saying. Like, not too many people are how you are.
Oh, thank you. Uh, love you too, Big Cheese. Thank you. No, it's just I'm just thinking about it. I'm like, to be judgmental and look at people like Ayanna going back and people like Lakeisha and Anthony supporting her and being judgmental. A lot of times they don't see what we see, and they're just good-hearted people, so they
Yeah,
should be judged. There's a difference between them and Team Bree. Like, Team Bree is dangerous. Like, they've called CPS on somebody for over a lie. It was a lie, and I know um Lakeisha didn't know this, but I'm happy that you told her. When Briana told Lakeisha and Anthony the story, it was incorrect. While I was watching that live initially when it came out, I got upset. I said, why is she lying to them? That's not how it happened. A lot of us saw it while it was live. Um,
hmm,
I'm not saying what Latruth's sister Latoya did was right, and Latoya even said it wasn't right. But Latoya was so emotionally distraught for CPS coming to her house that she said hurtful things, but she didn't say the things that Briana said. That was a lie.
yeah.
Briana added to it. Oh
And
yeah,
she
please forgive me,
apologized.
y'all. You guys, don't be thinking I'm weird. I'm just
She
different.
apologized too, because that's how you could tell that she don't have that in her heart. Because she
Yeah.
was woman enough to apologize for what she said, even though CPS was called on her.
Yeah, girl, and I wanted to delete that live that day when CPS was called on her, because that thing hurt me so much, just to think, how would you feel for CPS to come to your house? Oh Lord, and to have so many people call it on your behalf. So when I say the people that support Brianna, not all of them are like Team Bree. Okay, so let's not be so judgmental. There are some people that don't see it, and they will see it eventually. That's my point. And okay, I feel better now, y'all. Hold on. I feel better. My point and why I made the video yesterday was to show how these two people supported her so much are no longer on speaking terms with her. I said there must be an issue. She has to be the problem, because they went so hard for her. So hard to the point where it looked like they were enabling her. And again, I corrected myself yesterday. It's not really enabling after uh Lakeisha cleared that and said, I tell her when she's wrong. So that's not enabling her. Um, but anyways, let's get straight into it. I just got a little whatever I was feeling. Please excuse me. I'm human. You ready, sis?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't sound ready.
You have me crying. Shit.
Oh no. um, I'm just happy I saw this live today. I really am.
Me too.
For those of you who don't like prayer, I'm sorry. I'm gonna play their prayer. It was beautiful. So
you again for an amazing day, God, a day
Yes,
that you have
Lord.
created for us to rejoice and be glad.
Um, but before we talk about anything, before we say anything, of course, y'all know how we do, and y'all know how we do. So we gonna pray in before we actually get our live
Yes.
started.
Yes.
So, all right, you gonna pray, babe?
I'll pray, doesn't matter.
Okay.
Father God, we come to you, Lord, just giving you praise, honor, and glory, God. Thanking you again for an amazing day, God, a day
Yes,
that you have
Lord.
created for us to rejoice and be glad. And God, we thank you for everything that took place today, God, the good, the bad, and the ugly, God. We thank you for everything, God. Because without it all, God, we wouldn't be able to be the people we are, God. God, we thank you for this moment to be able to come on right now on this live, God. We thank you for every living vessel that is on here, God.
Yes, Lord.
God, and whatever they may be dealing with, God, in their homes, in their own personal space, God, we ask that you deal with them, God, intentionally, God, that you make it better, God. God, we thank you for dealing with us, God, anything that we battle and whatever we go through, God. God, it is your glory, God, that we are here, God. We thank you. We allow this night, God, to be a blessed night, God, and nothing more, nothing less, God. We thank you in your name. Amen.
Okay, so first off, before we just dive deeply into what we want to talk about, because I know that there are people who know what's going on. There are people who are watching, there are people who are watching just because they know, all of the stuff that's going on. But I just want to just say this, right? I was taking
Anytime you want me to pause, sis, let me know, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
taken back literally by everything that I've been hearing today. Okay. I had no clue, no idea that any of this was going on. Okay. I had no clue that there were lives that were lives, not lies, but lives that were being played. People were going live and mentioning myself and my husband, but not in a negative way. So I'm not upset that people are talking. However, I want to be the one to say what it is so that you could hear it from the source's mouth and not the allegedly. So that instead of people saying, well, allegedly this and allegedly that, I wanted to be the one to come forth and say what it is, how it is, and what it's going to be like moving forward. And I say this with love and all humility. And I say this out of love. I am not beefing with anyone. Like,
Amen.
I'm not beefing with a soul. Like, I don't know where people have created this narrative that I'm beefing with anyone, because I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not beefing with nobody.
And correct me if I'm wrong, sis. I never said that they were beefing, right? I just said that they didn't speak, right? I just sure, because there were some people that said stuff about Lakeisha that I didn't say. Like they said the plagiarism. I remember when people were on my live telling me that the script was plagiarized. I said I didn't think it was. I think what happened is it was just a definition. When you first start a movie,
Yeah.
you hear like somebody talking and then it's like their mind speaking. That's what I said. She probably Googled the definition or something and then just it was like an intro, but that didn't mean that her script was plagiarized. To write a script is a lot of work. I don't know, you guys probably wouldn't know, but I went to school for television. To write a script is a lot of work, and you have to be very creative in order to write a movie. So anywho, I just want to make that clear. I don't think I ever said they were beefing. I just said that they unfollowed each other, and I don't know who unfollowed who. There's a lot of speculation. And us trying to put things together like a puzzle. It seems like we're nosy, but honestly, I feel like once we started doing this, it's like we can't stop. Yeah, we can't. We got to keep going with it. There's
Lakeisha
some
say she definitely did Google the definition. She laughing in the chat.
Yeah, see? Exactly. So that's what I thought it was, because I was like, even Briana said this was the intro of her thoughts. So I was like, that's not the script. It's not the script. The script is literally, okay, him, and then his line, her, and then her line. You can't plagiarize a script and not get in trouble or sued for it. And I never thought there was anything wrong with being on Tubi. I actually said there's renowned movies on Tubi. Shoot, I like watching Tubi.
Me too. So I don't know where did that. I think that actually came from Thin Lines in, with the whole leader situation.
you know, and the sad thing is, I feel like Briana allowed Janelle to taint her in a sense. Not to say that she wasn't already who she was, but what happened is, I think Janelle's head started getting so big that he did not want to do the movie. And he convinced her, like, this is a waste of time. And she's like, yeah. And she probably felt that Lakeisha and her husband were looking for her financial help, because we saw, sis, you screenshot a lot of stuff and you send it to me.
Mm-hmm.
Saw Briana saying that people be using her and all this stuff, and we were trying to figure out who she was talking about. Was she talking about Ayanna? Is she talking about Janelle? The whole time Janelle is always with her, so it's like, who are you talking about?
Yep. And that's before we even knew anything of Lakeisha. So we was literally trying to figure, like, who is she talking about?
As a matter of fact, didn't we recently say, why hasn't she been talking about the movie? Didn't we recently say that?
Yep.
And then
Yep.
all of a sudden, guess what? My left hand hit me up in the DMs and said, hey, I think something's going on. And that's how we decided to go deeper in it. And my apologies for any speculation, but you know, when you're seeing subliminals on one end from the other, you try to piece it together, because we're not getting like the full story. So we try to put it as a puzzle for ourselves. I know it's wrong. That's why I have respect for Lakeisha and Anthony for doing the live to clear it up. Okay, let me stop talking, sis. Would you like to say anything else before I press play?
No, I'm good, sis. You can go ahead.
Okay. There go my little diva in the background. I hear her.
You heard?
However, what I will say, hey Isha, hey Sam, what's up, y'all? Thank each and every last one of y'all for tuning in. All of the love, all of the listen, the amount of inboxes that I received today alone, I had no clue. Okay, first off, I had people coming underneath my post saying, oh, you're that's messed up what you and this girl did and all this other stuff. And I was really confused. Like, my husband can tell you, I was oblivious to everything that was going on because I don't do drama. Samantha is a person who knows me, Lady Leo Films TV that y'all see. She knows me personally. Like, I have people who know me personally that knows that since I've been saved, I don't do social media drama. Okay. I do not do social media drama. So when y'all saw me and my husband go to bat.
Oh, wow. Thank you for letting me know, sis. I did not know this. And I'm not trying to be messy. Let me just say this. First of all, I want to, girl, I'm not trying to stop the camera again. When I say stop the camera, like get off the camera, I'm gonna just be real. I'm not trying to be messy by pinning this comment at all. I just want you guys to know, whenever I made my videos speaking about Ayanna and Briana's relationship, I know a lot of times I would get hard on Ayanna and say she was an enabler or this and this and that. I probably have said a few things like, what else have I said, sis?
I know you was mad at her for constantly going back, but you did tell me she reminds you a lot of yourself because of how people would do you, and in the loyalty, like you would go back.
I keep going back, and I'm like, gosh, why she keep going back? And then I'll be like, yeah, her girlfriend. Like, I would say stuff like that, which I was just being petty, but I know that Ayanna's loyal. You can tell she's loyal. And I've always said that I ain't lying. Anybody could go back to my lives. I'll be like, she's so loyal, but to a fault. She don't even know it. Ayanna, I want you to know this. I apologize if I've ever offended you. Let me just do it like this. If I've ever offended you, I apologize with my commentary. I know you don't know me, but I have a thing with narcissistic abuse. I like to talk about it. I like to point out red flags. Initially, when I started doing this, I was going hard for Briana, so hard that I would make videos about LaTruth. And when I made videos about him, I was going below the belt. I couldn't even stand the way the man chewed. I couldn't stand anything about him because I believed that he was a physical abuser and he was just this terrible person or whatever. Point that I'm trying to make is I prejudged without giving him a chance to ever show his receipts or anything like that. It's something that we should never do. I know what it feels like to be lied on. It's not a good feeling. I know what it feels like to be a friend to someone and then they have a new friend and they completely discard you for the new friend and you were always there. I see it happening. You probably will never speak to anybody about it, which I respect. I don't ever want you to feel like you have to go on somebody's show to expose. You don't have to do that because people that see. People that see or know, they know without you having to say much. Right, sis? We could tell Ayanna was loyal. We could tell she was loyal, but to a fault. Like she's that. What did I say the last time? I was so proud of Ayanna. Ayanna did not have to expose Briana, but she just pulled back. And then what happened? Briana goes under Ayanna's post and says, "I love you, sissy." And then I said, "That's what you call what is it called when a narcissist person discards you and then they come back to you?"
You said like she'll give her just a little bit to keep her in her grasp.
Love bombing. So I don't think that Briana knows that this is her problem. Briana has a problem. I remember there was a young lady by the name of, what's that, her name? And I made the video saying that she was so mean and Briana's a victim. How dare she talk like that?
Nosy bystanders?
Yes, I said, wow, she's so mean. Oh, I can't believe anybody would talk like that about a victim. And then I started to see the behavior in Briana and I said, oh my God, I was wrong. Briana needs help mentally. I think she can't help being the person that she is. And it's something, I'm not a psychologist. I didn't never go to school for that. I've taken psychology, but I don't have the right to say this. But I do think, this is my personal opinion, that she is has borderline personality disorder. If you guys ever heard the story of Betty Broderick, there's a movie called A Woman Scorned. You could look it up on YouTube. It was on Lifetime. Betty Broderick reminds me of Briana. She does the same things that Briana does. It's scary. And if you guys don't believe me, go watch it's called Dirty John on Netflix. That is the Betty Broderick series. Do Dirty John on Netflix. And it's called Betty Broderick's Story. I'm not saying that Briana would harm LaTruth or anything like that, but we can't put that past. We can't put that past anyone. You never know what somebody could do.
You can't, because nobody thinks that anybody would do it until it's done. You know,
like the young lady that did her husband on live last week. She took his life online. People don't know what they will do until the heat of the moment. So let me just say this. I apologize if I've ever hurt you with my words or me being mean. I call it tough love. I know rough love. I like when people give it to me. I've been really stupid. I've shared my stories on here on YouTube. If you guys ever think that I expose people, I expose myself. Just so you know, I keep it real.
She really does, y'all. Like she TMI, sweet mom, she would tell it all.
Oh yes, and I talk about.
That's how you know she's genuine.
I talk about getting karma too. I've gotten karma in the worst way, and one person said that my son was my karma, because he's special needs, and that hurt me really bad, because my son is my blessing. He really is. He's my blessing. My battery keeps I want to make sure my laptop doesn't die. Sorry if I keep getting up. But anyways, point is, I respect her. I feel like she's a loyal friend. Can't be mad at that. Um, and she didn't do anything wrong. Neither did Lakeisha. So respect to them for keeping it ladylike.
Yeah.
I, I say they're a little spicy, like Lita Love. One thing I love about her, she's shady, but in a classy way.
Mm-hmm.
So is Chrissy. You notice that all these women are like, they have class with them when it comes with the shade. It's not too much. It's
Mm-hmm.
just right. Anyways, you said every seed we sow, we reap. Everything we put out, we get back. We do everything with love because that's all we want back. And I think that is so beautiful. That is true. So yeah, I just have to rethink the way I come out with my delivery after watching Lakeisha's live. I definitely am gonna change a few things. But guys, don't think I'm gonna stop doing what I do. Please do not worry. Do not worry. I think I've helped more people, like I said, recognize narcissism and other things. So with that being said, I will continue this live. Let me go hug my baby because he's looks like he's shaking.
And be there genuinely, lovingly, openly, supportively for
Hi, puppy.
people who we stuck our necks out for. That was all God.
And guess what? And guess what?
That
Not
was
even
all
cut
God.
you off. We'll do it again.
No,
Okay?
you'll do it again.
No, when I say we'll do it again, let me tell you something. When God has put something in our hearts and for us to do something for assignment, see, some people just miss what they're calling this. Each and every last one of y'all have a calling on your life, okay? And just because you have not walked in it, or you are still stuck in 1 foot in, 1 foot out, that you don't understand. Let me tell you something. I'm not going to stop anything that God is going to bless me to do. So if there's anybody that God sent me to or put me in a place to deal with it and talk about it, I don't have no shame. I don't care nothing about social media. Nobody can hurt my heart. Nobody can say nothing to make me mad. As long as I got my family and nobody is coming in between that. Let me tell you something. I don't care about no words. I don't care about being social media famous. I don't care about being a star in the real world. I don't care about none of that. Because let me tell you something. I don't want to go to hell for fun. Okay? I don't want to go to hell for fun. I don't want to go to hell trying to make believe. I don't have time for that. So I'm going to do whatever God put in my heart for me to do. And I'm not going to let my wife entertain anybody else that goes down with it either. That's just not what's going to happen. So if God placed something in our heart for us to do it, that's what we're going to do. And at the end of the day, let me just make it real clear for y'all. There's family members that we love conditionally. And if things happen to go left or something is not right, or they're not feeling what we bring in, it's okay to have a moment of disconnect. It's a moment of taking a step back.
I just want to say, oof. I have to say this because I see a lot of people. I keep ignoring this. I've seen it for the past week or so. A lot of people have been posting in my comment section about a reading that they saw that says that the truth is in danger and stuff like that. I say this to
Whoa.
anybody that does pray that away. Pray like that kind of. I don't even want to read it because words are powerful, and we know that
Very.
they're very powerful. So we will say he is protected. Nothing bad will happen to this man. He will not be harmed. Everything is going to be fine. Everything will just end peacefully, and they will both live their happy lives separate, unharmed. I don't even want to repeat it, but I've seen a lot of people say it.
Amen.
I've seen a lot of people say it, and it does kind of, it worries me, but I'm not gonna put that out there. I can't. I just have to address it because it's been about a week. Every single live that I do, I see those comments.
I missed it. I didn't see none of that, sis.
Sometimes we gotta. I just don't. I don't want to pin them or anything because of the negative. That's I can't. But yeah, no disrespect to the person that said it. No disrespect to you. What I'm saying is I keep seeing the comment and it's alarming to me, and I don't like seeing stuff like that because it scares me. And I'm pretty sure it'll worry the person that's getting the reading. Oh my God, I would hate to see that shit. Excuse my language.
It's okay. That don't mean that you don't love them. That don't mean that it's beef. That don't mean none of that. So when my wife say that we're not beefing, that's exactly what she means.
Really
we're not beefing with nobody, and we won't beef with nobody. Our love is genuine. And especially for us to meet someone's kids, I don't play with kids. I love them. Okay? Kids are innocent. They know nothing about what's going on. They don't know the outcome of messy situations. They don't know none of that. So when I say I love your kid or I'm there for your kid, let me tell you something. I mean it. I'm not playing. I'm a grown man. I understand God wholeheartedly. We don't play church. We are in service. We are dealing with God 3 to 4 days a week. Okay. And what we have been taught, even what our apostle said yesterday, there's some people that say they holy, go to church on Sunday, and then right back on Monday, they're right back out doing what they normally do. No, we in church 3 to 4 times a week. We don't play church. Okay. This is for real with us. We don't play that. So if somebody want to take or entangle the words that we use, listen, this is the clear right here. This is what we clearing things up right now. We don't play church. We don't play God. We're going to live by the assignment. No, we're not better than nobody. We're not holier than anybody else. We're just people that's really serious about God. And we love him. And we're going to do whatever it takes. Yes, we fall short of the glory. Yes, we do things wrong sometimes. It happens. It happens. But the only thing I do is about my wife. I don't play games with that.
So with that being said, let me just...
That's how you can tell that they're genuine, because they can admit that they have faults just like everybody else. And I noticed that they said that several times throughout speaking, you know what I'm saying? And not acting all holier than thou. Like they let people know that we don't play about our God, like capital G, but we're not perfect in the same sentence. You know what I'm saying? Like we fall short too.
Sis, when I tell you, watching this live, I feel like they need to do more lives where they put out positive energy the way that they did tonight.
She said they will.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people tune in for, we want to know what's the drama, what we want to know tea. But this wasn't it. This was legitimately something that I think touched a lot of people. Even though they did give you information, they did it respectfully.
Yep.
I really have no words other than to say that I was, my mouth was shut. I was just like.
And you know what? It's unfortunate that when people do stuff like this in a positive way, it gets overlooked. But when it's drama filled, everybody coming. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, sis. You know what's unfortunate? Some people are going to take their message the wrong way. Some people are going to miss. You know what I'm saying? I have problems.
And they said it too.
Some people are going to take this message as a diss or dig, disrespect. Well, that's the same thing as diss. This is not a beef at all. You can clearly tell that this couple, honestly, were just expressing themselves and still kind of like not really saying, hey, we'll still be here when you decide to come back, but they'll pray for her from afar.
You know what I took from it? Took from it, we moving the way we move, the way you're moving is not how we're moving. You know what I'm saying? Like we're about what we actually talk about. It's not fake. It's not, we not portraying a certain image in front of the camera and then acting a different way behind the camera. So in order to not dim our lights, we're going to just go our separate ways. And it's not a beef. We still love you. We still going to pray for you, but we just can't be around that behavior. That's what I took from it.
Yeah. You know what? When they said that, honestly, let's be real here. We're looking at these people as strangers, but we're talking about them and their relationships, their friendships, whatever. But seldom do we sit back and put ourselves in their shoes. So like You know, the times whenever I'll be talking about Ayanna, then I'll be like, I did the same shit too. I was dumb too, just like Ayanna. I kept going back. Every time they would give me a little bit of crumbs and then they would take it away and do this and use me. I was desperate for a friend or love. Eventually I couldn't take it anymore. I felt like I was suffocating in the friendship, so I had to cut it off. I cried. I mourned the friendship like I had to mourn a death. And it was a terrible feeling, but after losing that, I felt like a new person. The point I'm trying to make here is a lot of times we will look at them and not think, I did that too before. I did the same thing. I judge people. And sis, I honestly lost my train of thought because my brain is all over the place. But you see how they say that they forgive their loved ones. It's like we do that too. So why are we judging them for still caring about Briana? Like, it's not right. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If we're forgiving the people that hurt us, what's wrong with them saying what they're saying? Like, they stuck around because they love her. So I think in that sense, I'm happy that they said that because I didn't really think about it that way.
Mhm.
And I'm
But
pointing
but you see, the difference is that we watching it from the outside and it's displayed to so many people. You know what I'm saying? So our little lives can't compare because we're not on a pedestal. We're not up there. High commodity, you know it, baby. She said Lupac eating some ice cream.
Oh my gosh, Lupac, I knew I heard you eating
That's how
something.
you know the ones that really rock with us.
Listen, sis, I just learned a lot from this live. I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna continue to read, honey. I'm gonna still do that, but I'm gonna do it a little different. Respectfully. How about that? I'm gonna do it respectfully, and I'm gonna think before I
Yep.
speak. I'm gonna think before I speak.
Listen, there's no change in me, y'all. I'm sorry, because listen, I feel I have a little potty mouth, but I feel like I do everything out of love because my heart is pure.
Sis, when I say I'm gonna think before I speak, I'm talking about them digs I be saying that's just too harsh. You know what I'm saying? I say some things that are hurt somebody, and
Mhm.
I can be a little respectful. I could read without hurting somebody's feelings. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
But I continue to do what I do.
And you said that she said that before we even came on live on camera. She said, you know what? Lakeisha's live made me feel like I can read people without going in.
Yeah, because she got her point across and she touched all up in here, girl. She had me feeling all types of ways. But let me stop pausing and let's get straight to the point because she is about to speak her truth.
Yep.
So, and I'm going to tell you what she said that made me go, really, girl? I'll tell
And
you.
I'm gonna tell you what she said that made me like, oh shit! Look at my son. My bad, y'all.
Okay.
Every last one of y'all, for those of y'all who are doing lives, I actually watched the live today, and so this is what's making me want to clear my name. Okay. So I wrote a movie. Okay. I wrote a movie back in December. I didn't finish the script until February. Okay. And then I'm seeing a lot of people saying that I plagiarized the film and all that. Let me tell you something. Tainted Love was written from my heart, literally from my heart. Okay. That's number one. I looked up Tainted Love because I knew what my definition
You
was,
know
and
what,
I
sis?
felt my definition was
Yes.
I think that a lot of people got it misconstrued it because when Brianna went on that live that day, see, Lakeisha, she acknowledged that. She said, I did put the definition in it, in the title. And that's the portion that Brianna showed on that live. And that's why people was like, oh, it's plagiarized. You know what I'm saying? They didn't see the whole script fully.
Yes, yes. I totally got that part. That's why when people were saying it, I didn't speak on it. I saw people telling me she plagiarized it, DMing me the proof that it was plagiarized, and I'm like, that wasn't plagiarized. It's just something that
Hmm.
people do when they're writing a script that she probably needed a definition and she got the definition. This is the intro of the movie.
Yeah. And
This
then,
was a line that Brianna was reading.
yeah. And I don't think too many people knew that it was Lakeisha who even wrote the movie. Because remember, we didn't find that out till later on. We didn't know who was putting her in the movie. We was just like, and y'all know I gotta be honest, like, why would somebody give her a role? She ain't got no experience. She ain't never y'all know we gonna keep it raw.
To be quite honest, I kind of wish that Lakeisha did speak on that. Like, what made her choose her? Were they just friends? Did they meet in church? And then she said, "Hey, I got an opportunity for you." Or like, I would love to know, how did she even get the honor of getting a role? Um, because your movie is your baby,
Yeah,
right?
somebody said that Brianna made it seem like the movie was hers and hers alone, and I agree. She
Guess
did.
what? Guess what? You guys, you know, I know Brianna says she's the queen of receipts. I have a clip of Jonelle saying that him and Brianna co-wrote the script.
Wow.
Did I played it on one of my lives. Jonelle said, "You know what? I don't have it on my phone because I had to clear it up. I have it in my computer. It was the live where Jonelle was in the living room and Brianna was in the kitchen with her girlfriends playing games.
Okay.
He said that me and Brianna wrote a movie or something like that. It was
Wow.
that day. I promise you guys, I don't lie. I have lied before, but after learning
We know
what
you're not lying. We know. We know. But you know what? You know what too? That made me feel like, well, she was basically what they said in the comments, that she was making it look like it's her movie, because Maine So Funny jumped on one live and she automatically said, I'm gonna put you in a movie. You're gonna fly out to here. And it's like, well, dang, you okay, you didn't go over it with the person who actually wrote the movie. You know what I'm saying?
well, honestly, there were times where I did hear her say, I just got off talking to Lakeisha. You remember that one live that we played
Hmm.
yesterday where she was calling him Big Stepper, Big Stepper? She said me and Lakeisha just got off the live talking about the movie. So most people that saw that live would know Brianna did not write it. But like I said, there is a live where Jonelle said me and Brianna co-wrote a movie together. That's what he said. I can't make it up. Maybe they did, and they're not talking about Lakeisha's movie. But if you want, I can I can find it and play it for you guys.
Definitely.
Do that because you know me when it comes to, if I'm talking about something, I will not do it without showing you a receipt.
Yep.
Okay.
Period.
And she was going through her trials, and from the beginning, I inboxed her and told her that I wanted to pray for her. We connected from there. I told her that I wrote it. I read some of it to her. Okay. All right. So just like us, we were viewers of information. You know what? I don't know. This is crazy. I was just watching you the other day and I said how much I miss you. And I said, I really wish he would come to one of these lives. If Information Man came to one of these lives while we're discussing this, he would have so much input. You're such a wise man. And I haven't seen you in so long. I'm surprised you still follow me. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for the super chat. But I really respect you and your thoughts and opinions. This guy, he's the truth, sis. Like, he pops up and he will come on my live and give his input. He's such an educated guy. It's I can't, whatever. Anyways, he has a channel, you guys. You could check out Information Man Show. He's dope. His platform is just something else. But I literally just thought about him, I think yesterday or the day before, and he just popped up. So that makes me happy. Anywho, thank you, Lakeisha, for explaining that you reached out to her. Like a lot of people probably wanted to reach out to her, because I wanted to when I saw what she was going through. I literally was hurting for Briana at one point. I said, damn, I feel her suffocating. I remember when she was crying and Ayanna was with her. I literally felt like, oh my gosh, she must feel so restless, and like I'm feeling for her. So at one point I did want to be one of those people to reach out for her. I used to even make videos and say, Briana, hopefully you're watching this. You are going through this and you're gonna get through it. And like, I was doing the most.
And you know what? Lakeisha's husband made a great point when he said, when a bomb is about to go off and you see it, you have to step away because the fragments will still hit you. And I think that the plagiarism had a lot to do with that statement, because people, they didn't know that you actually wrote it. You know, they might have heard your name, okay, when she said me and Lakeisha was on the phone or whatever, but them not knowing and Briana being connected to it, and us and other people seeing all the plagiarism throughout everything that she posts, that's where it got intertwined. People was feeding off of that, like, you know what I'm saying? So the minute they seen that title where you said, you know, it came from, you got it from the dictionary where you define tainted or tainted love or whatever, and automatically people were like, boom, she plagiarizing everything she's posting. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's honestly, I think people thought Briana plagiarized the script and not Lakeisha, because Briana has a history of plagiarizing things, even down to Tia Amari that was going through her split with her husband.
The text message.
Briana literally copied and pasted Tia's heartfelt message to her fans about her divorce from her husband. And all Briana did was put her name and LaTruth's name in there. That was alarming at first when I first saw it, but I just thought maybe Briana didn't have the words to express herself at the time, because she's a battered woman and she's been mentally abused. And I would make excuse after excuse after excuse for Briana, you guys. And I admitted that in my lives.
And the text message with the sun just blew the edges back.
For her to plagiarize a message from her son, that made me really feel like there's something wrong with her, and she can't help herself. There's something deeper than narcissism when it comes to Briana. It's deeper. And I understand LaTruth can be narcissistic and grandiose with the way he is or whatever, but I don't think he's dangerous. Briana, on the other hand, put his life in danger with the lies. She said that he was trying to put a hit out on her. He put her in for it. That was a lie. Like, it's just wrong. I get bothered every time I see lies like that could ruin somebody's life. He did not do any of those things. So it's like, in order for us to spread the news, we have to show and embarrass her, show her receipts. Like, come on now. She accuses LaTruth of plagiarizing messages and copying this and that, but then she does it herself. It's like, we're going to embarrass you. I'm sorry, not sorry, but you have to be humbled somehow. And what are the odds that we just so happen to come across these things. We come across them naturally. It's not like I watch Briana's lives every day. I literally will just say, okay, let me go do this. And then I come across it. Like it'll pop up on my feed, or I literally feel like it's a sign that I need to do this, honestly. Or somebody will come in my DMs and give me information while I'm just sleeping, So I feel like it's for me to expose, right?
Yep. And I don't watch her stuff.
Well, it's hard to sometimes. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm doing this mainly because I feel like nobody was speaking up for that man, because we were all bashing him, really. It's time that I right my wrongs and start pointing out the bad in her. And that's what I started doing. And every day she would do something even worse than the last. That's why this has never stopped. That's why I'm still doing this. It gets worse and worse. And now that the children are being affected by it, it bothers many moms and dads that are watching from afar.
Yep. And for me, it was the excuses. People kept making excuses for her, like, oh, she's young. Oh, she's hurt. No, like at the end of the day, you have to have enough self control for yourself and your kids to say, okay, I'm taking it a little too overboard, or think about your own image. She don't care about her own image because she's the one that's putting it out to the world. We only going off of what she's given us.
Exactly. We can't do this on our own. But you earlier I was saying something, and I think I probably didn't finish saying what I was saying. I think that Briana allowed Janelle to ruin her relationships with the people that she had relationships with, the women per se, not the truth. This sometimes happens. I view Briana as one of those people that when she gets around a crowd and there's more popular people on this side, she's going to walk away from her real friends to go to the popular crowd. You understand what I'm saying? Not to say that these people are not important. I'm just saying she views Janelle as Hollywood. Janelle can get her in places she cannot get. So
Mm-hmm.
she respects him more than she respects Ayanna. She respects him more than she respects Lakeisha, because if Lakeisha had the money to do this film on her own to where she can pay everyone, Briana would respect her. But because
Yep.
Briana has money, she doesn't respect people that she views as beneath her, in
Yep.
my personal opinion. God
Yep.
will humble her. God will humble her because nobody is beneath her. Okay?
Mm-hmm. And I always say people treat you differently when they know you don't need them. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Amen. You ain't lying. And
Especially people who have ill intentions.
you got that right. Now, listen, to anybody watching, we apologize for pausing and speaking, but if you want to watch this video to its entirety, I suggest you watch it to its entirety without our commentary. It is touching. You're not going to regret watching it. How about that? I'm
Well,
going to link it on the
if,
bottom of my video.
if they hear, then they know 9 times out of 10 they're here because of our commentary. So,
Sis, there are some people that be in my comment section telling me to shut up and play the video. So I'm just making that for the people that want to see it without me pausing so much. You understand? Sometimes
mm-hmm.
come up and then they complain. Even though I say this is commentary, people will still complain. It is what it is. But I'm going to press play and you tell me when to stop. Okay, sis?
Yes, ma'am.
And I looked it up. I know what I got, and that's what I put in the script. However, nothing in my film is plagiarized at all. It's from me. It's from my soul. It's from my heart. Okay. Now, initially, when we first talked about the movie, we talked about the lead role, and at the time we did not have a co-star. Okay. when the co-star was brought into the picture, this was literally at the very beginning. So I want to say like mid-January.
This is another question I wish that I knew. Did Briana bring him up as a suggestion, or did Lakeisha and her husband think, hey, he'd be a great, he's already, an actor. He's already this or that. Like, I wonder if they are the ones that suggested it or if Briana suggested it. And as far as Briana, well, I'll let them say what it is because she didn't get to that part. But I always wanted to know who suggested that Jonelle be the co-star.
Maybe towards the end of January, where we discussed, bringing forth everybody to do the film. We were supposed to do the film, shoot the film mid-February, and we did not. For people that saying we had bootleg production
no,
team,
it was never gonna be that.
It was never that.
It was never gonna be that.
Okay, it was never that.
We not Lion Gates and none of that, but it was not gonna be no.
It was not gonna be no low budget shot. No, people's like, oh, they didn't want it. They were shooting with an iPhone. That wasn't the case. But let me just let y'all know something right here. Okay, the Bible speaks about not despising small beginnings.
So
for people that are downplaying you, I want you to take a minute and go and Google how many movies were shot on iPhones. How many movies were shot with low budget cameras? Let me tell you something. Everybody got to start from somewhere. So when people was like, "Oh, they're not paying," no, we don't have the money to pay people. However, I know what God gave me, and I know that this film is truly an amazing film. Okay. Now let me back up because I'm gonna get excited every here and there, but I'm always gonna bring myself back.
Oh, my papa.
It's all right to get excited about your work. You do good. You do amazing work.
After I wrote the film, we were supposed to.
I love the way he supports her while she's. That was one thing I admired. Another thing, the way she spoke on her movie, you know that it is good. You know that this is something she is proud of. You can tell, right, sis?
From the heart. Yep.
Mm-hmm. She don't play about hers, but I digress. I just wanted to say that when she said that, I literally felt it. Okay.
To shoot the film, there was some confusion that started to come in, and the filmmakers pulled out. They said they was not going to be able to support the project, and
for how soon that we
were trying to get it done. So they said they didn't want they couldn't support the project because it was supposed, we were like literally like.
And I respect that. Their name is very valuable.
Yes.
And they didn't want to lose their valuable.
They don't do no low budget stuff.
They try to do something really quick and not turn out good. So I understood what I wanted to back out.
So after that, there was a moment where the film was the script was done and everybody was waiting to hear the word. When are we going to shoot? I had casted people that we were actually doing table reads. We were sitting down and we were on Zooms and we were putting in our time and our effort into doing this. Okay. In the process of all of that, the lead role went MIA. So there was really like no communication, okay, between us at all. Just straight up ignoring me and not really like trying to. So I was confused. I'm like, like, are we still, doing this or are we not doing this? What's up? You know what I mean?
That ignoring came from some back end conversations that was being had between co-stars That's where that ignoring came in at. And I just want to point out the obvious. You know what I'm saying? It's a conversation that was being had, especially if the conversation between Lakeisha and the star of the movie was pertaining to the movie. It was some back end conversations that was being had, and that's why she was dodging you.
Yeah. And when Lakeisha said that she was confused, she's like, she was just being ignored, automatically my gut felt what she could have possibly felt like. You know, imagine that. Your baby, I don't know if you guys know how serious it is to do a project like write a movie. When you write a script, you're literally writing a storyline.
Mm-hmm.
Not as easy as writing a book. You're legitimately writing a line for Lupac, and then you're writing a line for Diane, then you're writing a line for let's say Isha. I'm just looking at a name in here. Like you're writing a line for each and every character in the book, right? It's literally like she created her baby and she trusted this person to play the lead role, and then all of a sudden the lead role is ignoring you. For a second, put yourself in her shoes. How would that feel?
Well, not just that. I consider you a friend. I've had your back. I pray for you. You know what I'm saying? So you ignoring me and I only had good intentions towards you is a slap in the face. And I see why Lakeisha said it felt like she was treating her as if she was scum, you know?
Oh, girl, when she said that, that was like, that hurt. And she said she felt like she was treating her like scum. I said, damn, yo, God, I'm not asking you to like hurt the girl, just humble her.
Yep.
When I say humble her, the things that she's able to do now, please take it away, because I think her having this much power is what makes her feel so powerful. And she looks down on people. And when she looks down on the people that are there for her or were there for her the way that they were, that goes to show you, if she would do that to them, who else would you think? You really think she's going to be loyal to you, Team Bree?
Well, we already know she threw them under the bus. Look what happened with the whole Latoya CPS situation. The minute it got hot for her, she said, oh, it was my followers. Even though I told them in so many words, even though I told them to do it, they grown. They did it on their own, you know? And she said, if I knew the names, I would tell. Like, she blatantly said that.
Listen, you guys, that's a dangerous individual. You hear what Lupac said? Briana went on a live, and some of you probably didn't see it. Briana said, I didn't tell those people to call CPS. And within the same sentence, she goes, that's why I told them to call. But you just said, I didn't tell them to call. And then moments later, you said, that's why I told them to call. And I don't regret that they called. I'm happy that they did. So that's what you call gaslighting. And I noticed that Ayanna posted something about gaslighting. And then Briana went and posted a video about gaslighting in her story. Ayanna reposted something the other day. Briana reposted it yesterday. And it was the post that you were laughing at. You said, does Briana know she's talking about herself? Ayanna already posted it. I don't know. I think what's happening is Briana is upset with Ayanna for being strong enough to be okay without her. It's like a narcissistic injury, if you guys know what that is. It's like, you think you're going to be okay without me? I made you.
Yep.
They literally feel like insulted when you're strong enough to get by without them. I got to do a live about that. It's a scary thing. Once you defeat a narcissist by just walking away, it angers them because you're not hurting, you're not crying, you're not begging to get back into their lives. It pisses them off.
They
But
need you to need them.
and that's why do you think Briana posted what she posted the other day, saying, if you see me not with somebody, it's because I cut them off. And basically, I taught her everything she knows. She was talking about Ayanna.
Yep.
Anyways, why is it that Ayanna does it better? And that's no shade, but I've said it. I've always said Ayanna is more entertaining. Ayanna she's just different. I can't even really, I'm not even gonna do this to where you guys think I'm being kissy assy. I'm not. Check my other lives where I said she's more of a mother when it comes to her children. Why would you want to cut off a friend where you could have a friend where you guys could go on
Yep.
children dates? What do you call it? Play dates.
Yep.
You have somebody that actually loves you and you knows your children, you trust with your kids. Why would you want to risk losing a friend like that?
Mm-hmm.
What? Ever since Jonelle came in the picture, Briana has turned her back on people. And I think it's because of Jonelle's celebrity. Briana is really mistaken if she believes that Jonelle is the big stepper that she thinks he is. I know many people that have gotten roles in movies and that was just it for them. That role. And they were never able to land another role ever again. And guess where they work? In restaurants, at Amazon. You know what I'm saying? She needs to be humbled, and that's it. That's all I ask, is that God humble her. But anyways, sister, would you like to say anything else before I press play?
Nope, you can run it, sis. You know, I'm gonna stop you when I.
Yes. Okay. Thank you for being here with me.
Of course, my love.
Oh, and I just want to say thank you to the people that sent me something. It was Tanya. She sent green hearts for Amir. Thank you. Thank you, Tanya. And Beauty Business says, love you, sis, and sends a green heart for Amir. Thank you. I love you too. I really do. I'm grateful. And yep, that's it.
And thank you
all
to the
right.
people that sent me something as well.
Thank you.
When people have a huge following and there are people who are attached and people
Take your time. Take your time.
let's just say when you're a true woman of God and you pray and you ask God to show you, he's going to show you.
Mm-hmm.
Amen. All the time.
Okay? I didn't need nobody else to say to me what I shouldn't have been doing and who I should have been connected to, how I should have been connected to them. I saw it for myself. And this is not to say that this person is a bad person or whatever the case may be is, but when people are in need and when they're at a low place, they could gravitate towards the anointing that's in your life. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
My husband and I was truly invested, truly invested wholeheartedly. No malice, no nothing.
And it's still the same.
And my heart is still the same.
Still the same.
Okay? But once you show me who you are, and once God allows me to pull back, then I have to back up. Because, see, a lot of people are not really understanding the position that you come into when you're in agreement with somebody whose life is out of order. Okay? For the world, it may look like blessings after blessings after blessings after blessings.
Mm-hmm.
But to someone who's woke and who tried the spirit by the spirit, when you see what you see and you know what you know, you back up. For the protection, for your protection. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. It's for your protection. Okay. Now, when my
And
husband
she said a lot.
started to see that it was
Go ahead, sis. Go ahead.
No,
You
I
said
just was saying, like she said a lot. Like she said, that's all I'm gonna say. She said a lot. Like she said a mouthful. You know, you just gotta know what's going on, and that's how you'll be able to understand what Lakeisha is saying. Basically, if you've
yeah.
been following this story like us, then you know exactly what she's saying. She don't even need to put a name on it.
And also, you notice the loyalty that Lakeisha and her husband had towards Briana, to where they would get DMs warning them about Briana, but that didn't stop them from supporting her, right?
Hmm.
Same goes with Ayanna. You know what Ayanna does when people say certain things under her comment section? She deletes them. If somebody says something about Briana, Ayanna deletes them. I know, because people will send me screenshots and then I'll go back to confirm that they're there and they're gone. Ayanna does, she's not messy. I don't think she's messy. I think she protects Briana, probably doesn't know she lies for Briana, because Briana lies so much. I have to say, Briana shows me like signs of a pathological liar, and you're gonna.
Hmm.
So you can't be mad. Like, listen, Ayanna, I'm gonna say this: if you're still here,
She's here.
we know that Briana lied about the billboards for you guys, and I think that's such a weird lie. Why would people? Why would you lie about getting all of your girlfriends a billboard for Valentine's Day? You got it for the guy. Okay. That was a bit much, but come on now.
Well, not just that. When you can really, you have the money to really get it. That's what to me was a slap in the face. You know what I'm saying?
The things, you know what hurts me? If I were her friend, why not pour into Ayanna and help Ayanna get like a storefront or a little studio where she could do hair? But yet you spend, and I don't care if anybody says I started this rumor, I did the research. The amount of money she spent on that jewelry, you could have bought a Toyota, okay? You could have bought a Toyota, brand new. Yes, I went on the website. I did look up specific custom jewel costs, and I showed the cost of certain Cuban link bracelets and stuff. The one that Jonell has around his wrist was, from my knowledge, about $12,000. So if the bracelet cost 12,000, imagine how much the chain cost. Okay, so if you could spend $1,500 on his favorite food and buy him clothing and shoes and do all this, what are you doing for your friend? And I'm not saying you have to, but what are you doing for your friend? Oh, you hired her as your assistant and you pay her to do the job. What is Jonell doing to deserve all the things that he's been getting? What has he done?
And if she pay her, because she might be the type of friend, well, I'm your friend and I do stuff for you, so you got to do it for free. I'm that type of friend that even if I do stuff for you, I'm still going to pay you and support you, because if I could go support a stranger, I'm going to support the people that got my back first. And all my friends can vouch for that. You know, I never even asked for a discount. That's how much of a supportive friend I am.
Yeah, like, to me, I'm not saying that just because Briana has money, she has to give it to Ayanna. But if you can just eat openly, just give to Jonell. Why?
Yep.
You know why? Because Briana wanted to solidify a spot in his life, because she sees he's up and coming.
Mm-hmm.
Period, point blank. Briana sees a guy. She wants to show him, I got you, so that she could have him. You know what I'm saying? In her grasp.
Well,
Now, she doesn't realize that he's using her at this point. He was hinting just the other day, oh, I want a Ferrari for, what was it, a Porsche? I want a Porsche for my birthday. He said it 4 times. I want a Porsche for my birthday, because he knows that Briana might just do it.
well, not just solidifying a spot, she made it known. She's cryptic. So think about the real that she did. I love dealing with her. I love dealing with her because he gonna trick and I'm a trick, but he gonna trick bigger. But she was fooled because he ain't trick nothing. She's thinking that because he has a certain status in her eyes, that if she does this big gesture, that she's going to get twice as big in return. Even though she'll say, oh, I only want to be treated like a queen, I'll date somebody at McDonald's. We know that's not the case based off of her actions, because every time they have a little mishap, here come the subliminals. Oh, I need somebody that's going to match my energy, or nobody gifts like a cancer gifts. You get what I'm saying?
I think she can't help it. She's emasculated Janelle so many times, and he keeps sticking around. I'm starting to think he's just using her for what he can get, and he's going to walk away. But the sad part is that the children are involved. The children know Janelle. The children play with him. She's messing with those children's mental health, and it's wrong. Why bring the guy around the kids? You do what you want to do behind closed doors, but leave the kids out of it. That's all. And you can't get mad at people for being upset.
Especially if you don't know if that situation is even solidified yet. Find out if y'all gonna last before you decide to involve your kids, because that's how you go from every Tom, Dick, and Harry, by bringing the kids around this person. You get overly excited, you love too fast, and then next thing you know, that person's intentions weren't the same as yours, and now your kids have been exposed to 5, 6 different men, and you still not married.
And that's the sad part. She did that prank with the kids the other day, and the kids were like, who's the daddy? That's not appropriate, right, Amir? See, this is not your age.
Well, just the fact that those kids, even though it was a prank, the fact that her kids said that and not automatically knew is a red flag. Because first of all, that prank wasn't funny. You're still married. Secondly, your kids said, now they probably looked at it in a joking way, but us looking at it, at, the severity of it, like, girl, why wouldn't your kids know who the daddy of your baby is? You get what I'm saying? Like, that's so cringe and weird.
It is, and it's sad, because the children don't need to be. Let the children be children. And I guarantee you, Ayanna probably was trying to call her out for the things that she was doing not being right. I could tell. You remember the time, Lupac, I don't know if you were watching me this time. You remember the time when I realized that Ayanna and Briana were no longer friends? I realized it very fast because Briana posted something about friends and how she was done with certain people. And then shortly after, I said, I bet you something happened in California.
We was together, sis.
Oh, yes. Okay. This was before you started coming on my lives like this. So basically, I do think that Ayanna realized that Briana was doing some red flaggish things over there, or it could have been that Briana started to ignore Ayanna. You know how you can be with your friend and then you come across another group of friends and you ignore the friend that you came with? I feel like that's what she was doing, but I could be wrong. I got that kind of vibe. I'm very sensitive to stuff like that. I'm like, dang, I could see from afar Briana hanging out with these girls from, the girls that act, and then mistreating Ayanna, her date.
because she already gives the vibe that once she gets around, I don't know, but to me, that's the type of vibe that she gives based off of watching her. When she gets in the room with this person, 1, 2, and 3, she wants to be next to 1. You get what I'm saying? Just like the story with the RZA and Janelle.
Oh
You
my,
sitting next to
oh my,
RZA, but you with Janelle. Your leg is touching RZA, and Janelle is sitting right next to you. Why aren't you sitting closer to the man that you're with? Like she's power hungry.
listen, I don't want you guys, because I know that we have some anointed people in the building, right? Do not think that we are lying, but that was inappropriate. Briana was, you pointed it out. I didn't even notice that her leg, it's okay. I didn't even notice that her leg was touching RZA's leg until you said it. It's like inappropriate. And she was acting like such a groupie. It was uncomfortable to watch. I don't think she realizes how bad she looks. And Ayanna was that friend that probably told her when she looked bad, and she just probably cut Ayanna off for that, or I don't know.
I just read Ayanna's comment, and trust me, we get that totally, Ayanna.
What did
Because
she
and we actually respect you more. She said, I won't do any exposing. It won't be me. She said, I have to be careful the seeds that I plant in my life. And we respect you more. Me and Sweet might actually talk about this on the back end because of your loyalty. At the end of the day, you don't even have to. She's exposing herself.
Mm-hmm.
So, you don't have to at this point.
And you know what's so funny? I would never ask her to tell me anything because I already know. You understand what I'm saying? When I say I already know that Ayanna's loyal. And
Yep.
Ayanna does not have to expose, because what will happen is God will wake Briana up. She will realize that the people that she turned her back on were the people that actually loved her.
Mm-hmm.
Let me say this. Ayanna, I know you would never do what Naya did. Naya posted Lita's address. Lita has a child. Naya posted Lita's address. For what? Because she does skits with LaTruth? Why would you do that? Why would you endanger a woman, a single mother at that, by posting her address? I know Briana was okay with it because Naya left it up there for days. But guarantee you, if Ayanna saw that, Ayanna would have been like, no, that's wrong.
Well, not just that. We already heard on the recording, LaTrue posted that Briana says that she controls her friends. They don't post anything unless she tells them to.
Yeah.
And that's not just me saying that. We heard that on that receipt. We covered that. You know what I'm saying?
You guys have to take into consideration his receipts. Some people might not like the man. Trust and believe you me, I was one of them. But when you look at her receipts deeply, you will see. And you know what? All I'm going to say is, you guys, stay tuned. I'm going to do a video that shows you every single thing that you need to see.
The lies she tells.
It was right in our faces and we missed out on it. What was wrong? When she called the police, she lied on that interview with the Bays and said that the police asked about the gun. Nobody asked her that. I will purposely put the volume up extra loud for you guys to hear what the operator said. Briana lies so much. That lie detector test she took, it did not say, has he physically abused you? It says, has he mentally abused you? And yes, I can see that. I can see that. When you argue with somebody, you could say that's mental abuse. He calls her stupid. That's mental abuse. But guess what? She calls him bad names too.
Yep.
So, of course, she passed that, but she made it seem as if it was physical abuse when she went on a show with another man and said hiding her bruises. What bruises did you have to hide, Briana? That's the issue here that we have,
is the lies. And the innocent people here that are sitting here on the screen did not know what we know. Supportive of her. So I can't talk crap. That's why initially you guys don't know this. Let me tell you this, Lakeisha and Anthony. I saw this live months ago and I did commentary on it. And I was like, oh my God, this is sick. They're enabling her. And then they're praying. Like, can't they see that Briana is lying? Why don't they go back? I was doing so much commentary, but I never posted the video. I never did. I finally shared the video yesterday because I felt like I needed to point out these people really supported this girl, so much so that they look like they were enabling her and now they don't even speak. Something has got to give.
Yep.
Who's the problem here?
And what we caught, sis, we watched that video several times, and then it's like every time we watch a video we catch something different. We seen the fact that it's like she was rushing them off the live and she wasn't receiving the prayers.
She did not want to hear them pray.
Nope, she wasn't receiving it either, because it's like it's a look that she had in her eyes, like she was listening but she wasn't there.
She rolled her eyes a couple of times, like I felt like she was like, oh, it's 10:30 already. Oh, like she was trying to get them to get off the live. Yep. I read between the lines, man. And let me tell you something. I guarantee you that they felt a way when they saw that live. I would love to know this. How did you feel when you saw the live that Briana did, where she was talking about holy DICK, saying she's going to be speaking in tongues when she gets that DICK? That there's no excuse for that one, but that was I don't even know what to say. An abomination. How about that?
Yep.
I feel so bad.
I just want to tell y'all, when me and Sweet Ma gonna put together the lies she tells live, y'all better get ready. Get ready.
Exactly. You guys, I promise you guys don't want to miss it. I'm not doing this for any monetary reasons. Nobody asked me to do this. This is only right for those of you who were misled. If you don't believe me, go on Briana's page. She said that she was starting a group for women that were battered and abused. Her and her management team are going to do this for you women. How do you feel, ladies? How do you ladies that have cervical cancer feel when she came out and talked about a cervical cancer scare and never came back to update you on whether she had it or not? How do you guys feel? How do you guys feel when she said that she was going to help you out for those of you who couldn't afford turkeys? She was going to buy you turkeys for Thanksgiving. Then your kids were getting back to school. She was going to do a back to school drive for them and give them supplies. And that never happened. But then all of a sudden she meets this big stepper and she's spending so much money on him. And in order to manipulate you viewers, while she was bragging about all the things she bought him, she started saying, oh, I want to get back into giving back to the single women, mothers. I used to do that. And then what happened? LaTruth said, I gave her the money to do that. What is she talking about? You guys, lies you tell coming soon, but not that soon because it's a lot of work and a lot of lies. Okay. Thank you all for being here. I know this is very long-winded. Please excuse us for constantly pausing, but whenever there's a point that needs to be made, we have to pause. Right, sis?
Affecting me
in a way I'm here.
I couldn't understand. Why am I being ignored? Why are you treating me in a way that I just like I was just scum? I'm just gonna be honest. Okay. Now,
for y'all don't know, before you even go on, and when she say treated like scum, let me tell y'all something. For those that don't know, this is somebody right here.
Mm-hmm.
She had record deals. She was on major platforms before. She sung at major places. She been around probably every star that you even known to ever hit the stages and any place.
And funny enough, I was like, why do I know this lady? I kept saying, did I meet her before? I kept feeling like she looked familiar, and I didn't know. It's because I've seen her before without even knowing or putting it together that she's the film writer. So, and
Sis,
yes.
read your text.
No way. Well, I know you, sis. What, I don't know what to say.
Listen, baby.
If you have anything to say it, okay? But I just seen your message. I'm gonna
You know what
continue.
I gotta say? Let's continue.
Okay. Because listen, this couple right here did not do anything wrong. All they did was come to clear their name, and I wanted to come on here to apologize to the if I made any if I'm the reason why this happened or this was spread. But I'm happy that they're speaking out because this needed to,
Period.
yeah. If I'm the cause of this, I apologize. I am very
She
sorry.
already said no.
Okay.
Lakeisha addressed that in the chat. Let's continue.
She has pictures
Calling
with
me.
them. She been with them. She is somebody. She is somebody, and nevertheless, like I always tell her, you always gonna be a star to me, and to your kids, your family. We know what you bring. We know who you are. We are in a different type of world in a different time now. So at the end of the day, let me tell you something. Good is gonna look evil, and evil is gonna look good. We in a time right now where things are going to be that way. And you saints that's out here, it's a lot of you
Sis,
saints
I'm
that's
about
gonna
to
be
get
on
out
there.
and come right
You
back
got
in.
to
Somebody
understand
called
you
me
may
and messed up the volume to where I can't hear him speaking. So just
Okay.
add me right back.
Okay.
be looking like you are evil or you are bad. And you got to accept it and fall back in your place. And it is what it is. And don't be scared. God said, touch not my anointing. So you have to know his word and have to live with it. And you got to know that God got your back and you don't have to fight battles, man. So that's what I told my wife. But when I started to realize that even during the midst of a day that I'm losing my wife to emotions, to things that's going on, because she's genuine in everything that she do. And everybody that's in her heart and her life, she's genuine. Yeah. So when she starts to be pulled away from negative energy and she's giving and pouring herself, she wrote that script with all her heart. She did that. I didn't help her. I didn't do anything. This woman spent time in and time out writing that script. Yeah. And that's my wife. I'm not going to let anybody downgrade or downplay her talents. Anybody that read her book, you know she's a beast. Her music, we did that ourselves. Everything she's done it all by herself. Now, we already know, like I said before, when she had these record deals and all this stuff, she had major producers. She had all of that. So we already know she's been there. She's somebody. We don't have to say, oh, you trying to get it come up. No, she's been there. She was on Soul Train. She won Apollo 9 times. She did these things.
Oh, I probably know her from. I was obsessed with Apollo, you guys. I used to listen. I loved Apollo. This is why I feel like I know her. I was like, I met her. I don't know. There's something about her when I was watching. I said, I couldn't put my finger on it, but
Me too. She looked familiar. She had a familiar face. And when she said Sunday's best, I was like, I've seen her before.
I think my left hand, I am that somebody, told me about that. And I was like, no wonder. But anyhow, Sheena, thank you so much. Yes, I did receive it. Thank you. And at the end of the day, you being here, that to me means more. Okay. Thank you for your support. Let me continue.
Things already. Those are major platforms. She's done it already. So we don't have to chase anything. Right now, we chasing the God,
Mm.
and that's it. So at the end of the day, baby, I'm gonna let you finish. I'm sorry for cutting you off, but I just had to let it be known. Everybody don't know who you are. So some people's gonna jump and try to figure this out. And for people that's gonna record this and try to make a scene out of it tomorrow, I want y'all to know when you say chasing clout, how do you chase clout when you've been there? Huh? We know.
People were saying that, I think, in my chat yesterday, while we were playing the video of them supporting Briana. I'm just gonna call it that, supporting Briana. A little blind though, because you guys didn't know that she was lying to you on that live that night, but there was no way for you to know that. I did see people in that actual live because I was reading the screen. They were saying the same thing. So it's a good thing that he cleared that up to say this is not about clout. She already had her foot in the door. She's more known than Briana is, because I didn't know who Briana was. So I just had to make that clear, you guys, that they cleared up the clout thing. This had nothing to do with clout.
Plenty of people that have been rich and have fell down, all type of stuff. But how do you chase clout when you've been there? Yeah. That's what we just wanted to be known. So when people start saying what you chasing, you can't chase where you.
Hold up. Somebody just said, Briana just said, you want to motherfucking talk, bring her on. Huh? Excuse me? Sis, I don't know if I'm reading this correctly, but I just, Sweet Ma, she's cussing you out in the chat. Hold up. What? Where? Oh, Amir, allow mommy to give mommy a second. Ooh, yeah. Sis Pac, I'm surprised you quiet. Do you not see I just been called out?
I was trying to find the comments.
Sweet mama DMs is the fuck open. Oh, they are? Now I said what the fuck I said. What did you say? Let's go up and see.
See what she said.
Y'all want to sit and make videos all motherfucking day, but never hit my line and talk? Let me say this, Briana. There's no need for me to address you. You want to know why? I would never want to address somebody like you personally because there's something wrong with you. When I say something wrong with you, you're a pathological liar who lied about domestic violence so that you can up your platform, right? You're spending money on a complete stranger. You moved in a man that you just met, and he's around your children. You have your baby girl walking around with no shirt and a diaper on a live that Jonelle is on. I would never want to talk to you. Ever. And I said what the fuck I said. Pac, would you like to say something?
Period. You mad? You mad?
You mad? Is you mad?
Or she mad because so many of her close people are straying away? It's obvious what's going on at this point. It's especially being that she came in the live. Miss Unbothered, you got so much going on, but you in this little old live?
Honey, Briana, let me say this to you. I am 40 years old, and you talk about age all the time. You age shame. There was actually one of your supporters that you called old and grandma today, and she was your supporter. You just flipped out on somebody. Do you not realize that it's a blessing to get older? You're very ignorant to be 30 years old.
Very.
Mother of 4, let me say 5, since you want the Sharia so bad. Are you not using the Sharia? Let me tell you something. Ayanna and Lakeisha, I made a video where I stated Briana said that her children do not have TikTok. She took it off their phone. Her daughter did an inappropriate TikTok. I made several videos talking about
Several.
it, but I've never showed it. Okay. I let other people see it and they said this is inappropriate. I went under her children's page. Briana has yet to comment under her kids' page to show support. But when you go under Desharia's page, Brianna's under everything. Liking.
Everything.
What does that say, Briana? You're showing favoritism to Desharia for a reason. Is it to upset the truth? Because that's how I look at it. So
Hmm.
I said what the F I said. And for you to say you ain't mad about the 658 people that are in this room, do you remember the time when you were live and you had about 12 people in there? And then the second Latruce shared it, you had over 1,500 people in your live?
Hmm.
Don't come on here thinking you miss Big Bad. Do you understand the same way Latruth lost his platform? You can too, sis.
Talk your shit.
You can
Talk
too.
your shit.
God is going to humble you. And I'm going to tell you something. What God does not like, you say he doesn't play about you. He doesn't play about me either. That's number one. Number two, God does not like for his name to be used
In vain.
It's not only that she's using it in vain, she uses him as a crutch, as a
Yep.
shield. Whenever she's going through something, she starts talking about God this, God that. I was watching a live with her and Ayanna walking while Ayanna's pushing the baby. Oh, my relationship with God. I'm just trying to make my relationship closer with God. Oh my God.
Ah!
What happened to all that talk? What happened to all that talk?
Hmm.
Talking about she said what the F she said. And if you don't care, Briana,
Why are you here? You
you
with
are
them 6'5" You 6'9".
no sis. Isn't Briana on vacation? Or should I say a vacation?
Hmm.
Briana, if you so much so was unbothered, you wouldn't even know about this live. And my
Exactly.
opinion should not matter. You're a star. Oh my God. Oh, Brianna's in the chat. What am I gonna do?
Too blessed to be bothered, baby.
Sis, do you think she'll give us an autograph? Oh my
I'm
gosh.
single. I'm not helping nobody who can't F and help me. The lies.
Sis, I honestly I don't even know. I can't help myself. I'm just so, Brianna's in our chat right now.
Huh, I'm about to faint.
Oh my God. Girl, I literally just fainted in my head.
She thought we was gonna get scared.
Oh my God, it's the real Brianna. Yeah, the one from Facebook. Girl,
Why she
bye.
ain't come on her real page? Why she came on their hair page?
Hold on. I honestly, I don't even know how this even started. She could have been saying, "You mad?" Sorry.
But it's not just that. It's like if you're not bothered, then you stay away from stuff like this. You're not the only person that's in front of millions of people that's being talked about. It comes with the game. You're going to have good comments, you're going to have good feedback, and you're going to have negative feedback. That comes with the game. If you don't want it, step back from it. Stop putting out shit that people going to talk about, period.
Okay. Exactly. We wouldn't be talking if you didn't give us nothing to talk about. And for you to be talking about my little amount of people that's coming in to watch this, guess what? The same person that's a big stepper can never get this many people in their live without you.
Not
Get
just
out.
that, it'll be thousands later on. Trust the plus.
No, I honestly, it's like, I don't even know where this came from. Like, I'd be so embarrassed to come in this live. But
Exactly.
back to the age shaming, Briana, you better pray to God that you make it to 40. Okay. And for me to be 40 and not having a filter on or any makeup, baby, you better ask somebody.
No
Back
filter.
to regular programming. Enjoy the live.
Maybe I should sell a skin product, because Briana, you sell a skin product, but you stay with a filter on.
And I
I wouldn't.
guarantee you she ain't using it.
Anyway,
Just like them weight loss pills.
let me just read this real quick. I'm single. I'm not helping nobody who can't effing help me. What
Ooh,
has Jonelle done to help you? What has he done to help you? I would love to know.
she show everything else.
What has he done?
Because if he is helping you and you ain't showing, you looking like the plum fool.
Your whole date with your daughter, mommy daughter date, was, I don't know, Brianna, if you realize you did not ask your daughter how's school going. What do you like talking about? What do you like to do? You said, how do you like mommy being single? You can't wait till mommy gets married again? You were asking her weird questions, narcissistic questions, if
Who
you ask
asked
me.
that to their child anyways? Get divorced first.
Lakeisha, you didn't do anything wrong. You didn't say anything wrong. And to be quite honest, your husband seemed like he was like, we still pray for her. We're going to still love her. We love her kids. You guys agreed, right? They both said that they were still.
Yep.
So they didn't do. I knew that she was going to take insult in them speaking. But guess what? You have 3.5 million followers, Briana. You don't think people can see whenever you post a subliminal? You don't think that people try to put these things together? You don't think that? So they made an assumption. I made an assumption. Lakeisha decided to clear it up. That's it. She did nothing wrong. Absolutely nothing wrong. Ayanna, if anything, has been so loyal to you. So loyal to you, to a fault. Not even realizing she was basically an accessory to whatever the hell you would like to call it, an accomplice to your lies. But why? Because she was being a real friend, loyal. You lied about, yes, Sheena, thank you. Bree, you lied about DV. You're fake.
Yep.
Keisha, you sound like you need money now. Find another way. Flavor, you're out of here. You're out of here. I'm not going to disrespect her over here.
Period.
Period. Okay. And Briana, I don't care that you have many followers. I don't care. None of that moves me. I actually can walk by a celebrity and not acknowledge them, because I've realized after some time, I've realized that they're all human, just like us. And we should all be treated equally. So you are favoring Jonelle over your friends that actually cared for you because of his status, and it shows. But eventually, when he depletes you of everything, when you're depleted of all that you worked so hard for, girl, you barely do lift a finger, and you're making what, $50,000 a month on Facebook? Is that what you showed off the other day? And people were telling you to humble yourself. Briana, you're gonna regret all of this. I promise you.
Oh, don't even give her too much game, sis. Don't give her too much.
No, I'm not. No, because you could check my background. I've gone through this with worse. I've gone through this with way worse. Oh, and Briana, if you're still in here, FYI, I helped Cardi B with her case against Tasha K. So don't play with me. Don't play with me. Don't play with me.
I would be embarrassed. Like, I would be in. Then she got the nerve to call out how many viewers. Girl, you came in here. It was 658, 659 with you. You got millions of followers and you came in this little live. You big bothered.
You're big bothered on vacation. Briana, if I was in Florida right now, do you understand? I would not care what was going on.
At all.
Like, seriously.
Why she go talk about us on her live?
Well, send me a Cash App and not for me to shut up for tonight.
Oh, what? Just pay us like you paying Jonelle.
Briana will be stopped when it's time. And when I tell you, I know for the people that feel hurt for the lies, why is it taking so long for Briana to pay for all of the things that she's done to hurt innocent people, people that actually cared for her? Don't sit there and wait. Continue living your life. I promise you, Briana will be humbled. It's a natural thing. This happens to everybody that does dirt to people. You do dirt, you get dirt. You just don't know when it's going to come. Briana will be humbled. And Briana, if you send your mob to come for me or do the same thing that you did to Latoya, Latoya, I will make sure you will pay. And when I say that, I mean it. Do you understand there are people that watch me and there are people that are lawyers that will help me and do things for me pro bono? I don't have to lift a finger. Don't play. You do not play around with people's livelihoods. Oh, shit. I didn't even know Jaffe was here. Copy.
Everybody here.
Okay.
Everybody here. It's
Jaffe,
a little question.
I'm sorry if you missed this. I just dropped it for you, Jaffe. Briana, if you got something to say, how about
I
you
think
hop
she
on?
gone, sis. She probably didn't tuck her tail and left.
No, she's not gone.
Well, she quiet.
She can be quiet.
She can watch. Continue to watch. We ain't done yet.
Briana has been watching us. Okay.
It looked like I seen that name in the chat before and just didn't pay attention to it too. I didn't see that name.
First of all, I want to thank my sister Andrea for letting me know because I didn't know that Briana was talking all that crap in here. Wow. Okay. I don't see you yet, Jaffe, but sis, go ahead. Speak on. Speak on. Sis, speak.
I was reading the comments. Y'all so up in them comments, baby. Oh my God, this live is whew. Y'all stop messaging me. Let's continue back to regular programming.
Okay,
we can't get off topic because even though we was rudely interrupted, we still got a point to make.
Thank you. And you know what's so crazy? I ate her alive without even cursing. Jaffe, I dropped the damn
I am
link.
proud of you. I didn't even realize that.
You want to know what? I thank Lakeisha and Anthony for that one. I ate without having to cuss. I've been working on it, y'all. Okay, I'm just checking. Just showing some love. God bless. Thank you so much. Refuse to support trash. I refuse to support trash too. And again, I am going to keep my foot on her neck, honestly, because what she's doing is wrong. As long as she continues to do these things publicly, I will continue to do what I do. And if you have an issue with it, now you know my DMs. Okay? This girl be in my DMs.
But she said hit her DM as if you know her personally, like y'all supposed to have a personal conversation.
First of all, sis, the way she treats people that actually love her, do you think me DMing her would do anything?
Exactly. Like
Latrouf had to have loved you. So much. Listen, okay, here you go. I'm about to put you up.
And how many people we didn't seen that actually commented or said something in a respectable way and they got blocked and deleted? It's no rationing with her.
None.
No.
What's up? Welcome, Jaffe. How are you?
How y'all doing? What's up with it? Hey, look, let me start by first. I see Lakeisha's in the chat, and I wanted to say a word to her. You know what I'm saying, before we deal with the Wicked Witch of the West.
Mm-hmm.
I some information had came to my page, and if I'm the one who assisted in spreading any false information, I do apologize for that. but some information had came to my page, and it did seem like on your page you was into it with you know, Briana or whatever the fuck, whatever. Excuse my language. I'm sorry.
It's
Pardon me.
okay.
She
Listen, I already told you last time when you came up, just be yourself. It's okay.
yeah. So you know, what I'm saying, I just wanted to speak to that. And another thing, you know, if Briana, if you in this chat still, my thing is this. I see you doing a lot of underhanded shit. You know what I'm saying? You just all you do is underhanded stuff when you don't get your way. You like a little baby. You know what I'm saying? You too old for that. You too old to be playing with that man kid. You know what I'm saying? And you too old to be playing these games with people pages on Facebook. Like even right now, she won't even if it's not you,
Yes,
right? Why not denounce the bad behavior of your fans? Why not denounce the things that they doing? You know what I'm saying? Instead of being a cult leader, you know what I'm saying? Like you are doing right now, you know what I'm saying? You basically are a cult leader. I can't respect that, man. You know what I'm saying? She got a lot going on, you know what I'm saying?
They saying what? Somebody in the comments say, "Why not let her on?"
She ain't gonna get up here. She probably don't want to get up here.
Exactly.
She told me to check her DMs. No, I'll drop the link.
My DM.
Exactly. Let's talk in front of the people.
Yeah, pull up. Your lying ass.
It's not my fault that you lie so bad. Like you literally provide us with the receipts. What was up with Briana showing herself in the car yesterday with her leg up, and then all of a sudden aiming the camera on Desharia sitting in the back of her?
You know what's up with it? You know why she did that? You know what I'm saying? It's all a little game. You playing games with people, kids and everything, man. You dirty.
And for the people that can't see through it, I feel sorry for y'all.
Sick. Man, I had somebody in my inbox earlier to my they gonna come to Minnesota. I'm gonna get my brother. I'll get my brother on you. Over this girl right here who ain't even gonna acknowledge these people. She don't even acknowledge the people who done been looking out for her and riding with her through the whole situation. She don't even acknowledge them. The girl Ayanna and them, she was riding with you in the beginning. You don't even acknowledge her. You don't turn your back on you can't keep a friend. You know what I'm saying? Ain't anybody that can't keep a friend. Man, you are not a real person, man. You fake, yo. And that's coming from people. I know people from Rocky Mount personally that know you. You fake, yo.
She's so fake that I think that whenever she got around Janelle, she started to treat Ayanna differently. Because you could see, yeah, her energy changed. And Ayanna, so much so, was loyal to her that she went back for Valentine's Day to fake that sisterhood.
Because she really had real love for her.
Briana used those women on Valentine's Day because she knew she looked a certain way for doing so much for Janelle. So now she had to prove to her viewers that she's a great friend. I'm going to get a billboard for my girlfriends, a fake billboard.
Yeah, that she done got somebody, a Photoshop picture.
But she got Janelle, the real one.
Yeah.
And for her to, come on my live today, doesn't that show that she's bothered, big bothered?
Super bothered.
Where is Brina when we need her?
It's even more embarrassing. It's even more embarrassing that she would come on the live, call out the amount of viewers that we got, but you in here. So that says a lot. You worried about 600 something people when you got 3.5 million?
Yeah.
Make it make sense.
You worry about us little people so much. You over here reporting people, getting people copyright strikes, all kind of crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? All because you feel like you above reproach. Can't nobody talk about you, even though but you can talk about the whole world on your page.
But you know what, y'all? It was a distraction because she seen that Lakeisha and Ayanna was in the chat and she started getting scared. She didn't know what they was going to say. But luckily for her, they are two loyal women. Because I seen Lakeisha said a comment and I still won't expose you. So that say a lot. They too good for her, period. I could never be nobody's friend like that.
Man, this is my thing right here about them. There's nothing against them, but I mean, sometimes some people need to come down off their high horse, man. Some people don't deserve. This been my whole thing the whole time. Some people do not deserve to lead others, and she is one of them people who do not need to lead other people, yo. She
No,
using her following the wrong way.
no.
Calling social services on people. I had a girl in my inbox earlier. This girl from, I don't know where she was from, like Minnesota or somewhere like that. But she's facing a food stamp case behind these people. You know what I'm saying? A food stamp fraud case behind these people. You know what I'm saying?
That's sad. And the fact that they called the hospital where the woman, the nurse that did the skit with Latrice,
Yes.
they tried to get the nurse fired. I heard
Yep.
the audio. They recorded the conversation and posted it on Facebook. The people that are dealing with Briana are honestly cult-like
Yes.
followers.
Yes.
And she could say
Yes,
what
they
she
are.
want, and she could say, "Oh, that's them. I didn't do that." At the end of the day, you in that group, that Team Bree group, and you know exactly what the fuck they doing, and you could put a stop to that. So you just as guilty.
She's guilty. She's guilty. She's listen, man. I'm not surprised. I'm telling you, man. If you ain't guilty of that, right? If you ain't got nothing to do with that, why not denounce it? You know what I'm saying? That's just like that Donald Trump situation that time when he ain't want to denounce the shit they was doing with the white nationalist shit. You know what I'm saying? Why you ain't denouncing it? You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got nothing to do with it, you can control. You can tell these people to leave everybody alone. They got that girl page, Ayanna page,
Demonetized.
demonetized today. They got MJ page demonetized. They got all these people pages demonetized. MJ's a kid with cancer. You don't care about nothing.
And just knowing you guilty by association. So even if you ain't putting uh even if you ain't hitting the gas, you seeing what they putting in that group and what they talking
Yes,
about and the things that they've done, and you not speaking up, being that you're their leader, you're the person that they looking up to, says a lot about you. Because at the end of the day, a lot of innocent people are being affected for just having an opinion. Some who
yeah,
don't even know what the hell going on is being affected. Husbands of women that have an opinion are being affected. Kids
yes,
are being affected.
Mm.
yes,
At some point you got to have some type of moral or high value to say, okay, look, it's enough. You know, me and my husband, we had what we had, we got what we got, but too many people are being affected. But that says a lot about her character.
she don't care about nobody. Yo, she do not care about her friend. The people that call her a friend, the people that was that she was a friend. You know what I'm saying? That call her a friend. She don't care nothing about them people.
None whatsoever. And these are people that actually care for her.
Yes,
Janelle does not care for her. And
at
this,
all, at
how
all.
to, I don't even know what to say. As a woman, if I had somebody spending so much on me and they're a single mother, I'd be like, yo, chill, chill, chill. You doing too much, yo. You don't have to do that. You don't have to buy gifts to make me feel like I'm appreciated, ma. Here, take it back. Buy the kids something.
Well, when you're dealing with a dude who he don't even got no kids himself. Two, B is he's still a kid. He still got a kid mind. I can see that he still got a kid mind by the way that he played these reindeer games around another man kids. Cause for one, if a grown man know certain games and lines, we don't cross because you ain't never been in danger for real before, young boy.
Hmm. And she said in the comments, "I'm single, and I ain't doing nothing for nobody who ain't doing nothing for me." Well, we haven't seen it. You know, you show everything that you're doing for him, so you're looking like the fool. At the end of the day, who are you trying to convince, us or yourself? Because what is
Facts.
at the end of the day, you can say that in front of the camera, but you have to live with those thoughts behind the camera. What is he really doing for you? Which we don't care
Yo,
anyways, because if you gonna sit there and do all of that for a man, then kudos to you.
yo, listen. One day she was on a live saying This how you know he don't do nothing for her. One day she was on a live saying, I'd rather be, and this how you know the truth did things for her.
Okay.
She said, I'd rather be with somebody that work at McDonald's that don't got nothing than be with a man that got money and try to control and do this and try to tell you what to do. That's how you know. She was comparing them situations right then. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all caught that
Yep.
live, but I did.
Yes.
You know that boy ain't did nothing for you.
Yes. And I think Lupac even said that. That's the fact that she said the McDonald's thing makes her know that Jonelle hasn't done a thing for her. But real quick, I just want to address Lakeisha responded to you, Jaffe.
Okay. What she said?
She said, "It's cool. I accept your apology. Nobody knew, and that's why I wanted to clear my name. I didn't have no ill intentions on doing this." And Lakeisha, we know you had no ill intentions.
Right.
That's why when I watched it, I felt like I needed to share this, not just for the tea, but because you did it in such a classy way without being disrespectful.
Right.
And then you're still loving. That speaks a lot about you as an individual, you and your husband. So,
you know, when I shared my point in sharing that when the people came to me was to point out the fact that this woman can't keep a friend. The people, she screw over everybody that show her love, yo. You know what I'm saying? She can't keep a friend. And the minute that she realized that you ain't doing her bidding the way that she want, she dispose of you. You know what I'm saying? And keep on moving however she feel like she need to move. You know what I'm saying? That's how she get along.
Yep.
did you hear how Lakeisha says she felt like like trash? Like she, what exactly did Lakeisha say, you
Like
guys?
scum.
Um,
We need to finish playing it.
Briana literally discarded her as if. And let me just say this to you guys about narcissism. What you saw this evening, this morning, whatever time you're watching this, that was a narcissistic injury. I'm not saying that Briana is just a narcissist. I feel like it's deeper than narcissism. But her coming on my live and saying the things that she said, that was a narcissistic injury. Have you ever seen the truth come on my lives while I was dogging him?
No.
Have you ever seen him say the truth? Never did. It was to the point where I was making fun of him eating fish every single day. He made a video where he was like, yeah, people even talking about me eating fish. Like he didn't get upset with me. He never attacks me or anything. So just to give you an example of their behavior, she's accusing him of being the narcissist. You know that notice that everything she's accused the truth of
is her. It's her. I peeped that a long time ago. Listen, I took the checklist on both of them and looked at. I mean, I thoroughly looked at the checklist and said, he checked this box. Grandiose. He's grandiose. She's grandiose. Both of them, you know what I'm saying, got their certain characteristics. But the whole box, his biggest characteristic is he's grandiose. You know what I'm saying? Which is a characteristic of an entertainer. You know what I'm saying? But she has so many other characteristics. She got the whole thing. She's it. She's it.
I seen when you said that on your live. I was like, yeah, you must have did your research.
Yeah.
But I will tell you this. I played a video on my live several times. I'm going to send it to you. I would love for you to play it on your live. It's that video of the woman that breaks down what a borderline a person is.
Yeah.
Every single thing that they said was Briana, down to they will call the police and lie on you if you don't do what they like or you upset them. They will make you feel like you are the only man in the world because they know how to give you that love, but they do that to every person, every victim.
That's her.
Yeah.
Ain't one of their traits when they get around certain people, they start acting like them. You know what I'm saying?
I think I was reading the comment section, and thank you all ladies for confirming. Do you know, I thought that Briana is the one that taught Ayanna how to get a shop to sell clothes.
Oh, but she got that from her.
She got that from Ayanna.
Mm.
But did
Wow.
you see her
Get your
post?
royalties, Ayanna.
She Do you notice how Briana all of a sudden wants to get into real estate? Chrissy, Janelle's ex, is a real estate
Mm-hmm.
agent. Um, there's another young lady, Lita Love. She dabbles in that as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's very disturbing to see all of a sudden she has a skin product coming out and a hair product coming out and doing all these things that other women are doing. Do you know
Mhm.
Chrissy has a hair product? It's just,
Man.
I
My
don't know.
thing is, my thing is, how she knew we was live? Like, girl, you in Florida. What you sitting around waiting for people to talk about you?
She love it.
I
I know
mean,
she was
That's
in.
my
I
thing.
don't
Like,
know. I don't know what Facebook pages she got or how many of them she got, but I'm pretty sure she be on my joint. And you know, I
yeah,
don't know if y'all noticed. I don't know if y'all took notice, but every time I get off live on my page now, it's like my lives are disappearing. You know what I'm saying?
they be
I ain't get
reporting
no
the fuck
report.
out of your stuff. That's why.
I don't get how they making my live disappear though, because I mean, even though they reporting it, I ain't did nothing wrong. You know what I'm
I
saying?
know. Yeah, they gotta review it though. Even though you didn't do nothing wrong, being that people are reporting it, they still have to review it. It's gonna come back up though, because you really don't do nothing. And I wanted to tell you though, even if people say names in your chat, it won't affect you. It's not like
Right.
YouTube because on Facebook, is your platform. Long as you not saying it, they can say whatever they want in the chat. If it's inappropriate, they'll flag it. But names, they won't mess with it. They won't mess with it. You can talk about who
Okay.
you want, but you, she can report you for talking about her, but she can't do nothing about the people in the comments.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
But what I want to say, like, and she came off of her hair page. That to me tells me that she's probably watching everybody's stuff who who say stuff
Yeah.
from different pages. Like how she said, "True got all these pages." Now I'm believing she got several.
It's her.
Yep, just how she go in
It's her.
Janelle lives off of other pages.
oh,
Man.
oh,
Weirdo.
listen, this is a sickness. Brianna has accused LaTruth of all of these things that she does.
Everything.
Every single thing, down to she thinks that he's sleeping with Lita.
Yep.
It's
But she
because
was
she's
really the one
sleeping.
that was sleeping around.
It's because she's sleeping with Janelle. Just she said that LaTruth fakes messages to himself,
It's
but
her.
she literally faked a message that was supposed to be heartfelt from her son, where she says, "Son, am I doing anything wrong? You can talk to
Yeah.
mommy. You
Yeah.
can tell mommy anything." And then to know that she Googled and found something off of Pinterest and copied and pasted it and said that her son left her that message, that is disturbing.
Weird and disturbing. Like,
She
who
did it with her daughter
does
too.
that? If you anytime you gotta ask your kids if you're doing a great job, you ain't doing a great job. Cause it's gonna show through your kids' actions. You see, sweet Ma, you see earlier, you see how my baby says, "I love you." That's something that my kids does on a regular because I show them that type of affection. I'm always telling them I love them. So they say it in return. Your kids gonna mimic you because you're raising them. They're looking up to you. So if you're not doing certain things, then they gonna feel it. You
Hey,
shouldn't have to ask your kids if you're a great parent.
you know she did the same thing with her daughter, right?
Yes.
Then got all them people that get up when the truth go comment on his daughter page, right? Two things. You remember two things she did. She when the truth go comment on his daughter page, asked his daughter and then comment back, right? To try to create that engagement. You know what I'm saying? You know that's what that is. Um all those people get in his comment section saying, you know, this ain't her, this and the third, this and the third. This ain't her talking, this you talking. You know what I'm saying? Like he wrong. A million people get on top of this dude and ridicule him, but the minute she do it, they act like they don't see it. She doing the same stuff.
It's
Not
honestly,
just that.
like I'm like, this is, are we in the Twilight Zone? Because
Huh. Not just that, they don't just act like she don't do it. They be commenting back to the daughter as if it's the daughter. Like y'all don't see. Oh my God, them people weird, bro.
Jaffe, did you not see the other day she posted, I'm giving away a one pair of Jordans, size 5. And people were like, wow, you're such a wonderful human being. You're so giving.
Man,
She's just giving a pair of Jordans that didn't fit her daughter anymore to you guys.
wow.
The,
I know a million people that do that. That's typical.
you're
You
so
get fifty
beautiful.
thousand dollars a
You're
month.
so beautiful. She's so used to getting all these praises. You're so beautiful. You're this, you're that.
Yep.
Listen, she emasculates that guy, Jonelle, so much so that I cringe for him. The live they did the other day, you can tell she for sure views that he doesn't have the power that she has. She wanted to show her power by saying, as soon as I get off the live, you're going to lose viewers. You see how she came in my live laughing at me for only having 600 and something people
Yeah.
in my live?
But you mad though.
You know what she said the other day? She said she wish she don't give a F if she only has one more supporter left. And I said, Mark, you better watch your words, honey, because what you're saying, you better pray to God that doesn't happen. Because she said she doesn't give a F.
She gonna be back
Yeah.
to square one with them 30 viewers before the truth.
No, she says she doesn't give a F if she only has one supporter left. She'd F all of us. She don't care.
That's crazy,
And
man.
also,
I remember she said that.
Jaffe, did you know that hair supply that she got paid $6,000 for to do the commercial for? Do you know that she took it down? Not because they asked her to take it
I was
down.
looking at your live. I was looking at your live. I think it was this morning or something like that, and you was talking about it. I went and you showed the commercial that she trash. She need to pay them people. She need to call them people and get a rebate for them acting classes, man. It's over.
Listen, you're too much. No, but Jaffe, did you see the live where Jonelle said, why did you take it down? She was like, because they didn't like it. He was like, but didn't they pay you? She was like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. That's what she said on live. She got paid, and I'm only saying this 6,000 because she said it. She got paid $6,000 for that trash commercial, 1 minute commercial. And for her to say she took it down because they didn't like it, what she could have done, how can I fix it for you?
Yeah, if she was good. She ain't gonna be around long. She be around long.
Humble yourself. And thank you, Daniel. Daniel, you said blessing for you more next time. Thank you.
Hey, I want to say this to Lakeisha. Hey, Lakeisha, I know she was hoping in your movie, but you might need to see this as a blessing. Your movie might be A1, but she might was gonna take your movie down to level infinity. You know what I'm saying? She might want to mess your movie up, man. She might want to make you. Sometimes you want to do things for people, but you know it don't work out that way. So it might be the best thing for you to do is to find somebody else to play that role. She never was meant to play that role. That's all it is. Look at it like that.
You mad?
Yep.
You
And
mad?
I think like
I should put my
Keisha knows
soundbites
that
up on.
based off of her husband's advice. I think she knows that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She had to step away from that bomb because it's about to explode.
That's right. You ain't lost nothing. You ain't lost nothing dealing with her. You ain't lost nothing. Because in a minute, when it all comes tumbling down and all her followers start waking up and stuff and seeing what's going on, your movie might win and did the numbers it's supposed to do. You see what I'm saying?
Minor setback for a major comeback.
Yeah.
Listen, a couple of people were telling me that Ayanna was scared and she left or something. I have to say, Ayanna, I think that you know that you are covered. And I think that Ayanna isn't scared. She's just
She ain't
loyal.
scared. She said, Ayanna say, woosah. Ayanna ain't scared. She's scared of what she was going to say. And I think that's why she left. Because she knows that she's holding herself to a certain standard and she didn't want to entertain that.
Listen, can I just say this, sis? Because you were here with me, and Jaffe, I know you had to have seen this. Hopefully you did. Jaffe, do you remember? Because I know sis already seen it.
Mm-hmm.
When Janelle and Briana had their first incident that was recorded on a live,
Yeah.
Janelle was like, he's done with her. He's just done. And the guy in the background was like, yeah, she's a cancer. And then Janelle was like, yo, I'm good. I'm never gonna talk to her again. Something like that.
I can see clearly now.
I could see clearly now. The rain is gone.
Yeah.
What Briana just did to those people, Janelle is gonna do to her, right? Now, the thing about it is, if Janelle went live and did that, do you really think that his feelings changed like that overnight? He
Nope,
No.
still
that's a man.
No.
he still feels that way about Briana. So Briana, Janelle is your karma. You're just gonna have to wait for it. That's it.
Times
And,
two.
and as you wait for it, your money and your pockets are gonna be depleted because what? He's only there to use you the same way you use the truth.
Yep. Yep.
And everybody else. Because did you not see what she said in my chat? She said she's single. She ain't doing for nobody that they not doing for her. She uses people, and
Yeah.
she just confirmed that.
It ain't nothing genuine about him.
This is really
She
sad.
was saying it to convince herself. Because at the end of the day, we all know that she likes to brag. She posts every little thing. So soon as, and the fact that we know she's watching us and seeing that we're saying he's using her, when if he would have done something, that would have been the first thing that she posted to show it off. So clearly
Right.
he ain't doing nothing.
He ain't doing nothing for her.
You know what? I really hope that Country Wayne wakes up. But then again, I did hear you guys say that Country Wayne accepts money to be part of his skit, so she might be paying him. Because I don't see why he would want her. And again, Jaffe, I'm so happy that you brought up the point that you brought to Lakeisha. I think it was a blessing that
Yeah, that's what it was.
Briana did not end up playing the part, because we've watched Briana's acting skills, and they're not very well. They're not good at all. And I'm not saying this because I don't like the girl. It's just honest. If that is something that meant this much to Lakeisha, that's her baby. How embarrassing would it be for her to mess up something that Lakeisha worked so hard on?
Right.
God does not play about his, right? Like Lakeisha said, I don't think he plays about Lakeisha, because he caused Briana to, discard her. And that in itself was a blessing. She discarded you, and you thank God for that. You thank him.
Yes. That's definitely a blessing.
None but God removed her from Lakeisha's project.
Somebody saying that Jeannie page is down or something. Her page ain't up. Maybe she
What
probably
page?
got it disabled or something on Facebook.
What page?
On Facebook page on Jeannie Couture.
Oh no.
They report her so much, they probably got it taken down, but she'll probably get it back up. That's why I say on Facebook, they can report you all they want, and Facebook will review. But if it's nothing wrong, they gonna give it back.
I'm
Okay.
so
How
proud of
long?
them.
I mean, they must be backed up or something, because my live from yesterday and tonight is down.
You know what? They could keep trying. Listen, I've gone against people that had a lot of power to where I was scared. I was getting death threats. It was really bad. So much so that, and I don't know. You said something to me about Cardi B. Cardi B was going to pay for a lawyer for me because of Tasha K harassing me. The same thing that I do, how I make these videos about Briana and LaTruth, I was doing with Tasha K.
and Lovely T and Cardi B. The narcissist, Tasha K, couldn't take it. She used to come in my lives and cuss me out. Do you know my son coughs a lot? Tasha K came on my live, gave me $100 and said, "Go buy your son cough syrup." And I was in complete shock because I'm like, she knows my son is disabled. She done wrote me and said, "I live off of my son's disability check. I don't even have disability for him yet, which I need to get."
You should sue her baby,
Tasha,
man.
Tasha Kaden said I had herpes. She said all these things about me, projecting probably. And she has a huge platform. And this is all because I exposed her lies. Now, she comes in my lives and does exactly what Briana just did. This is reminding me of what I went through already. So I'm ready for it. I already know the consequences of what I do. I'm going to push you. I don't like it, but I'm prayed up. I'm going to pray about it. And I got a lot of people that support me and pray for me as well. So,
period.
Been there, done that. And again, like I said, I even had somebody willing to pay for a lawyer for me to fight Tasha. I was just scared, so I did not take the offer. But I'm not scared anymore, guys. I've been doing this for years, Jaffe, and I'm not going to stop.
Yeah, me neither. I'm new to the content creation thing, but I'm locked in. You feel me? I ain't going nowhere. Hey, y'all can report, but they can report my page 1,000,000 times. That still ain't gonna stop me from doing what I got to do. You know what I'm saying?
God fights. Oh, Lakeisha said, "I don't have to say much. God fights my battles for me. I'm not worried. I know I didn't do anything wrong. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord." Amen. Amen. Yeah. Listen.
Let me I'm gonna go ahead and step down, man. And
oh, Jaffe, you got a lot to talk about tomorrow. I'm tuning into your live.
Yeah, you know, pull up on me. Pull up on me.
I definitely.
You so do. You can talk about this one.
Oh yeah, you already know I'm talking about it.
Before you go, you mad? Can you do it for me, please?
You mad? I can't do it like
you mad?
Briana be on it. You know what I'm saying?
You mad? You mad? Where's Briana when we need her?
Then when I said that, she said, "I'm not mad, laugh out loud. 658. And you 659, bitch."
Hey, I done seen her on Instagram with 400 some people watch her. What are you talking about, man?
Exactly. We seen that one too. I'm glad you called it out.
Thank you for the reminder, Jaffe.
Yeah, what are you talking about? You act like you got all these followers. And
Briana,
you got 400 some people watching you. We doing the same thing. Good luck. You know what I'm saying?
Let me say this to Briana. You're boring. You're boring. I did a live for 11 hours the night before this concert I was supposed to go to called Summer Jam. 11 hours I was on live with 1,500 people in the live for 11 hours. The number would dwindle down, but then more people would come in after that. So I had a consistent 15 to 1,300 people for 11 hours. How do I manage to keep somebody's attention for that long? Yes, I had people on the panel and stuff coming in and out talking with me, but at the same time, can Briana do something like that?
Don't give her no idea, because she over there struggling right now. Them big feet and big ass toes.
We done gave her our idea to finally cook for once, and she went and messed that up.
She did that backwards.
Everything we suggest, she goes and she does. Period.
Yeah.
But yes, I can't wait till you're live tomorrow.
Y'all already know I'm going up there to turn up. You know, her million followers gonna be over there reporting my live tomorrow. I ain't never seen nobody, man. When you block a person's page, they go make another one. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I ain't got that type of time. I'm sorry.
They tell you they ain't got no life. They can't have a life.
Let me tell you, somebody that is unbothered would not even worry about doing these things. There are people that just ignore it. Oh, they're talking about me. Okay, whatever. Big deal. It's not going to hurt me. Briana is bothered. You're on vacation. You know how many of us wish we were on vacation right now?
Yeah.
But they have real jobs to go do and children to take care of. But you're just enjoying your girls' trip
with a man you just met in January?
Man, I ain't never seen nothing like that.
Girls trip. And Jaffe, can I ask you as a man,
Uh-huh.
how do you think LaTruth, how would you feel? Because I can't ask you how would LaTruth feel. How would you feel if you saw that your daughter that you had that has no connection to Briana takes her on vacation with her new man? How would you feel?
You know what? It depends on the point in the journey. You see what I'm saying? Now, being that if something like that happens early on, after the, you know what I'm saying, after I done told her we ain't getting back together and this and the third, she doing that early on, I'll be mad, you know what I'm saying? But at this point, he should know that she's playing mind games. You see what I'm saying? He should know that this is a mind game that she's playing, and not to let it get to him too much psychologically. Yes, it make me mad. I'll be really mad. But once you realize that it ain't nothing you can do, and these people are playing this game with you, you got to wash your hands. You know what I'm saying? And keep it moving for a minute until one day your daughter gonna be back. She'll be back. Right now, she want to take. I can tell she want to be an adult. You know what I'm saying? So bad. You know what I'm saying? And she admire.
He looks up to her.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, she look up to Briana, and Briana know that she playing her cards. She playing on her. She playing on this little girl. She playing on her mama. I got all their recordings and everything. I'm gonna piece it together. Yeah, all that gonna come out, Briana.
We gotta pray that child is covered, because I don't feel like she's being protected while she's with Briana. She's not with a responsible adult. She's not with responsible adults.
I agree.
Let's all pray for her. Those of you who pray.
Mm-hmm. Let me go ahead and get up out of this chat though, man. I'm gonna step down and lock back in with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little bit tired. You feel me? I get up early. You feel me?
Yes. Thank you for coming up. I'm grateful. I'm actually happy that you popped in.
Thank you for having me.
I look forward to tomorrow.
Hey, Lakeisha, I apologize again, man. If I caused you any kind of harm, that's not my intentions. My only intentions was to expose the fact that she can't keep friends. She cannot. Nobody rock with her long term. I'm trying to expose that to her fan base so that they can see that nobody rocks with this girl long term. You know.
Amen.
That's all that's about.
Basically, we're doing what we're led to do. We're supposed to do this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
This is awesome.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna step down now.
Okay. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, y'all. Have a good one.
You too.
All right, now, Lupa.
All right, baby.
Yeah. All right.
So, sis, I don't know if you've seen it in the chat, but if this is for real, this is a wonderful news. I hear, and thank you to my sister. Ooh, okay, Papa, I'm coming. He's smiling. I deal with this every day. Every day, y'all. It's okay, Papa.
Okay. What y'all talking about in the chat, baby? What y'all talking about? I'm gonna go look.
Child,
I've been scratching my little tickets. I ain't seen nothing.
Maybe I should just grab them. It's okay. It's okay, Papa. My son is okay, y'all. Just like I told you, he has special needs, so he cannot control himself. All right, let's get back. A shout out to all the special needs parents in here. Anyways, thank you to my sister Andrea for letting me know this. I don't know. I hear that Ayanna is going to be the lead role. And if that's the case, congratulations. I think this is a wonderful opportunity.
Yep.
Me and Lupac, I said, damn, Lupac, if I could take him, I would do it. I would love to be part of it. I wouldn't even have to be paid. Do you understand? To have
the ability to not even have to go through, what do you call it? Not rehearsals. What do you do when people are try out
Audition.
auditions? She didn't even have to do auditions. Does Briana, you just, you know what? You taught a lot of people a really hard lesson, but things will be turned around. God is not going to disappoint Lakeisha. She worked too hard for what she did. God is not going to disappoint Ayanna. Maybe God
Oh, what?
brought them together for a reason, and we will see.
And if you need some Louisiana flavor, let me know.
Thank you guys for the green hearts. Yes, girl. And if you need some, I guess, Caribbean, because I'm Haitian, baby. I'm over here. Amir says him too. He said, me too, me too. He said, I want to be a special needs actor, right? You want to be a special needs actor? He said, yes. Okay. All right, y'all. So we did get distracted. Oh, thank you for saying you love Amir. We got a little distracted because Briana came in here. Thank you, Precious. I would love to continue playing what Lakeisha had to say, but what I'm thinking is, I know my live is going to be super long. Understand this. You can always pause, come back later. When you're cleaning, when you're driving, you can listen to it, okay? Don't complain about it being long, because when I stop doing lives, you guys complain that I'm gone. Just doesn't make sense. I don't get it. Sis, would you like me to continue, or you, sis?
I don't know. Huh?
I said, would you like me to continue, or do you think that we could just continue another day, or should we just at least let it play a little bit more just to get a gist, and then the people can go watch it on her page?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna play a little bit
I
more.
gotta get up early, y'all.
I know, sis. I think
And I don't see y'all not showing me no love tonight. Nobody loves Lupac tonight. I don't see my name in the chat. I'm about to cry. I'm just playing.
what did I tell you about acting like Briana? Stop dry begging.
No, they not saying my name.
Sis, I'm joking. I'm joking. Just like yesterday, we did this yesterday, girl. Yesterday, I said the same thing. They're not showing Lupac no love. You know why? They're not showing me no love either. You want to know why? Because they're all shocked that Briana popped up in this live with that mess.
That threw me for a loop. I was not expecting it. Somebody messaged me say classic queen in the chat. I think that's Bree. I was like, what?
Yes. You know what? Girl, when I tell you tonight was a shocker for me. But I have to say thank you to Lakeisha, because I think Lakeisha got me trying to be a better person. Even though I'm going to continue reading, I'm going to read with class. Wink, wink. I got to go back and look. Did I cuss out Briana when she came in here, sis?
No, you was on 10 though. She wasn't expecting. I thought it gave me the vibe that she thought if she pulled up to the chat that we was gonna shut up or something. Like, girl, if she was in my face,
Briana, ain't nobody scared of you.
for real.
Girl.
Like, oh, I'm here. Y'all gonna shut up now? You ain't even had the balls to come on your real page.
And
We didn't even know who you was on Classic Queens.
And then the fact that she laughed because we only had a certain amount of people in here. Briana, I promise you, the way God will humble you, he will take your power away from you. He will take it away. Do you know Nature Boy was a whole cult leader? I used to show videos of Nature Boy making his people. It's okay. It's okay, Papa. It's okay. He can't help it. Okay. And he slept all day, you guys. So if you're wondering why is he up this late, he slept all day. Listen, real quick. What was I saying, sis?
You were saying something about Nature Boy?
Oh yes, Nature Boy. He had his followers crawling on the floor, kissing his feet, doing all this type of stuff, right? He felt so powerful and untouchable. And it was so hard watching him for years and making videos to expose him. And he had more power and more power. And this is speaking on what Lakeisha said. Lakeisha said something in her live that reminded me of her receiving all these blessings, look like blessings, but they're not. So Nature Boy kept getting new cult members, more beautiful wives, passing on STDs. If you guys didn't know, Nature Boy allegedly has HIV and passes it on to his people and other STDs. For fact, I know he passes certain STDs that you can never get rid of. The HIV is still questionable. But anyways, Nature Boy had that much power, and for years, we've watched him just keep... Amir, say sorry. We've watched him continuously.
Amir.
There was a guy that lost his mother and father, and he got $350,000. Nature Boy took that money and spent it in 5 months. $350,000. That guy left with nothing. So I say this to say, I've watched Nature Boy get away with this for years, 4 years to be exact. And now he is powerless behind bars. Okay? So, Briana, if you don't repent, if you don't apologize to the people that you hurt or lied to, you will see. You will reap what you sow. You could stop it. You could stop it right now. And when I say you could stop it, just tell the truth. Apologize. It's okay, Papa. Take accountability. Go ahead, sis. Do you want to say anything else before I press play?
Yep, I was reading the comments. I know y'all love me. I love all of y'all too. I was just trying to switch the mood a little bit because it's a little crazy. Oh, thank you, Satara. Thank you for that Cash App, girl. Y'all make me feel so special.
Satara, thank you. Oh, she said for
You
me
the
and
bomb.
Satara, thank you. She said this is for me and Amir.
YoutheBomb.com.
You guys, I really appreciate the fact that you stuck in here with me for this live. I know it's a pretty messy live. It's okay. Let's get back to some positivity. I will play a little bit more, but sis, you didn't say what you wanted to say.
What I was saying?
I asked you, did you want to say something before I press play?
I did. I was telling everybody, I love everybody too because I see them in the comments. I was just joking. Like when I say y'all ain't saying my name, so they went in the chat, start saying my name.
Sis, what are you eating?
I'm eating some what is it? Mini Starburst fruit chews.
My mouth kind of dry. I wish I
I
had.
don't know when I'm eating. It sound funny?
No, you don't sound like Briana eating ice cream. All right, let me get back because I know you got to go. All righty. This live, I kid you not, you said it was lit. It was lit. Okay.
Ben,
I don't need to.
you can't chase where you've been. So please just make sure that the narratives of right, when y'all put it out there, when people put it out there, just make sure the narratives are right.
I don't need to ride off of nobody. I don't need to say nobody's name to
we had a chance to be on Love and Hip Hop. We've been offered that before.
I don't do any of that.
We turned that down. We turned Love and Hip Hop down. We had an opportunity to be there. Just in general, just to put it out there, you know what I'm saying? Not gonna go deep into details, but just to let you know, there's certain things that we just not gonna live by. When it comes to family and it comes to changing what we stand for, we ain't afraid to turn down $1. You better believe it. When it starts to get crazy, we are not afraid to turn down $1 to make sure that we make it to where we are going to.
Yeah.
Some people are living different. Some people would put their kids up for ransom to make $1.
Yeah.
We don't live that way. We'll die broke. We'll go wherever we need to be. God said he's going to supply it, and we're going to wait for that. You better believe it. Trust me. And for those that believe, you already know what he said. When he put his word in the scripture, you can better believe ain't never been folded. His word ain't never been folded.
Real quick, I get the vibe that these people are literally, I'm not going to say untouchable because nobody's untouchable, but they are covered. You know what I'm saying? Like, they give me a different type of vibe.
Yep.
I
Like
think
they're not worried.
yes, and I love it. God is best. Can you tell me what your epiphany is? I'll be looking for it. And yeah, I just had to say that because when they spoke, I literally was feeling everything that they were saying. I was just like, damn, this live is different. Yeah, let me continue.
And we're going to live on it.
It will never return back to us void.
You better believe it. So trust, we good. We good. We are good.
So going back to once the filmmakers had pulled out, right? I was, and here's a 100% transparency moment. In the moment that the filmmakers pulled out, I got nervous because I was like, who we gonna get to shoot the film? I know that I have a really expensive camera that I bought, and I started saying, well, we could just do it ourselves. I even reached out to other content creators to see if they could help me and invest in me. Like,
thank you guys for the love.
Like, I'm not even
appreciate all of
like,
I kid you not, if I lived in their area, I would have helped her film. If you guys didn't know, I went to school for television production. I love to film. I love to edit. I worked in television for 8 years. Well, yeah. And my boss had a wedding company, and I would record weddings, and he would edit the footage, but I would do all the zooms and the perfect videos for the brides and just, make it creative. So if I lived close to them, I would volunteer my time to record for them and even probably edit. But, life is different because I have a mirror.
Here's why I knew that I would get emotional, because
don't worry about it. Let it out if you
no,
got to.
because
It's
see,
fine.
When people have money, right? When people have money, they feel that they can control a situation. You know what I'm saying? My husband and I didn't have the funds to do the film. So she was funding the project. And I was truly grateful because I said, I found someone who loves me genuinely and who believes in me, right? But in all that, there was a lot of stuff that started to change up. What was going to be done, who was not going to be in it, who was going to be in it, who was not going to film it. And I started to feel like I was losing control over something that was my baby
stuff.
Like this is my stuff. You know what I mean? And so, I reached out to.
I have to say this. I did not hear this when she said this, but sis, she always says that LaTruth had control over her and doing stuff like that. Briana is extremely controlling. And it seems like she was controlling to Ayanna, to Naya. Naya doesn't see it. Briana is controlling even to Janelle. So,
and he controlling to her too.
guess why? Because Janelle is her karma. You understand? Janelle is literally, if anything, call it what you want. Her twin flame. How about that?
Yep.
They are two of a kind. But let me say this though, sis. It just really when she said it was like somebody messing with her baby, like she this is her baby and Briana is taking control. Sis, as your business, you're a business woman. You have your baby, your business. Imagine if somebody tried to come over and take over what you built. Girl, I did not hear this when she was talking. That's pretty deep. But anyways,
I'm always gonna put myself out there because I'm not ashamed. Okay,
no need to.
I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed to say that I reached out to other content creators to say, hey, you know, if you could invest $2,000, if you could invest $1,000, if you could invest,
because you was out on a limb at that time.
I was out on a limb,
and
I really truly was believing in myself. I believe that. Let me tell you something. I believe that Tainted Love is going to be a great movie. It is
happen now
a
or
great
later,
movie.
It's going to be
okay,
what you guys want
and
to see.
I will find the perfect filmmakers that will shoot this film for me,
and it's gonna be a hit.
And it's gonna be. You could talk about Tubi. You could talk about whatever it is that you want to say. But I don't care if my movie is on Tubi. Tubi, can you pick my movie up, please? Because there's a lot of great movies that's on Tubi. Chris Stokes movies are on Tubi's, and he ain't got no low budget films.
No.
Okay? So yeah, I'm gonna be looking for a lead role and a co-star to play in Tainted Love, because Tainted Love is still in the process of being.
Sis, I know you gotta go. I'm just gonna do like a few more minutes, and then maybe we could do like 30, like 3:30 or so. That's 4 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I love you so much. Thank you for being here with me.
Of course.
Produced, and it is gonna be filmed. And I pray that God will open doors for the right person to see this and say, what y'all need.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
You don't even have to say that. Once God,
no, because
he's
it is gonna happen.
He's going to.
I'm speaking into existence.
Okay.
You have not because you asked.
Hey,
not.
Come on now. You got to speak that way. And at the end of the day, nobody's gonna be transparent on like this right now on social media. Everybody wants to live a certain type of life, and you know, and you know what's crazy? Let me just say this right now, okay? I'm gonna put this out there. People come on, right? Even when some people come on lives, they be having so many thousands of people on at a time. And did y'all forget that everybody on there is not rich? Everybody that's on there is not some entertainer. Everybody on there is not somebody. Majority of the people that come on and that's commenting are people like us. That's nobodies. That's nothing right now. They don't have this. That's not moving. Like, they just sitting behind a screen and they're able to just comment. And just because they can make a little comment, it goes a far place. That's why God said it's power of the tongue. Because so many people are putting their mouths on people and just saying stuff. So I learned to realize that why would I feel ashamed of a lot of people that's on here? Let me tell you something. There's people on there that's behind the comment screen that can't find love. There's people on the comment screen that don't even have a place to live. There's people behind the comment screen that want a marriage. We've been married for 11 years. This is my wife. I'm happy. There's people that's going all of these places and they don't have nothing on what we got going on. And you think I'm going to let the comments of people that don't want to, you think that's going to bother me? Nah, it's no way. So at the end of the day, let's not ever forget.
I have to say this, Briana really messed up. She lost some really good people that could have helped her out. Sorry, Poppy. Biting my hair. They could have helped elevate her. They could have helped her in her. I don't know what happened with her going to church. I don't know, but they could have helped her in so many ways. Her being with Ayanna, Ayanna's a mother. They can both. It's just, it's like, I don't even know what else to say. I know that we're going to end the live soon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the link to Lakeisha's video under my video. But I do kind of want to watch it with you guys. So I'm probably going to watch it with you guys later, tomorrow or whatever, today, and break down the rest of it. Because Lakeisha, when I tell you, touched all up and through here, girl, I was feeling all types of ways. And I think the message needs to get out. And again, if that doesn't happen,
Yep.
I hope that you guys click the link and watch the video on your own.
I gotta watch it again too, because I didn't catch the beginning or the ending of it. I just caught the middle. So
Sis, maybe we could watch it together and then do our commentary, and then I'll just post it.
yeah, we can do
Yeah.
that.
Okay. I'll post it as a live so we can do our talking about this, so we don't you see how we made this live so long? I'm so sorry, y'all. We made this way too long. So we'll do the commentary, break it down, and just point out the things that we think are important. And yeah, I just want to say thank you to everybody that showed up to the live tonight, especially to the two young ladies. And I'm gonna say young ladies because Briana calls y'all old. I know I can't really say that Ayanna, because Ayanna's like younger than Briana. So I want to say thank you for you guys coming to my live and speaking and just sharing your experiences respectfully. They didn't do anything wrong. I have much more respect for them now.
Yep.
And I really feel bad for every time I would get mad at Ayanna for going back, and I would say some slick things like, but I told you, like, sis, I used to be dumb and keep going back to my mental abusers too. So Ayanna, I'm happy that you woke up. And if she did lie on the truth about anything, I think it would be very, very much appreciated if you at least said, like, if it wasn't true, the abuse part. But I don't want to put you on the spot.
Yep.
Either way, you make peace with anybody that you feel like you wronged in the situation. And that doesn't have to be public either. You could just talk to the truth on the side, whatever. I don't know.
Ayanna said in the chat though, she attracts broken people. She's a healer. That's what she said.
My God. Yo, I'm gonna do a live about people that attract broken people. I promise you. I can't just keep talking about Briana without having a live that is healing. There are people that do attract broken people. This is why I no longer want to date anybody. I don't want to talk to anybody like that. Because I attract broken people myself, and it scares me. I don't like it at all. It's draining. I've broken friends, broken people that I date, very mentally abusive. We got to do a live about that, positive live, just to help people to heal.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you want to say before you go, sister?
I just want to say I thank God first and foremost for this award. I'm just playing. Love you guys. I'm about to go to bed because listen, we did our live yesterday and I overslept bringing my baby to school. So she ended up staying home with me and she is HELL at home with me. So I got to go. I got to go to bed.
Yeah.
I'm going to see y'all in 2 months, okay? I'm just playing.
She'll see us in one.
Look, you won.
In 1 month. Oh, sister girl, I love you so much. Yes, and to everybody that's in the chat, shout out to you. Shout out to you for giving me respect for what I do. You said Edge Design says, thank you, sweet mom. Get him to taking accountability. Yeah, that's all I want. I feel like Ayanna has the entire audio. The truth deserves the truth and an apology. What audio? I would love to know. Hopefully you guys could let me know in the comment section. Let me tell you
They
something.
talking about the audio. Remember when Ayanna came out, she had on that orange shirt, and it was the audio where it was just LaTruth looking bad when they was fussing in the car.
Yeah, Ayanna, if you find it in your heart, if you know, oh, look at you. Good night. The car audio. Thank you, Bunja. I said Bunjafi. Thank you so much, Jaffe the Great. Yes, Ayanna, pray on it. But if there's anything that she said about that man and you know it's not true, pray on it. Find a way to reveal it. Even if, I don't know how. And I say this coming from somebody that used to stick up for Briana a lot, not knowing her. I would make videos that would only point out the truth, being a narcissist and being such a horrible, abusive man, when all along I was looking at the narcissist and covering for her and making excuses for her. Even when I saw the lies, I made up stuff in my head. Maybe it wasn't a lie. Maybe I heard it wrong. Maybe I didn't understand it. So anyway, you'll know what to do. It'll be in your heart and it'll happen when it's supposed to. Once we take accountability, I think a lot changes in our lives. Yeah. Anyway. Sorry, Amir, baby. My hair is all in his face. Pac, I love you, girl. I think I'm just going to end the live just so I could talk to you for a second before you go. Amir, say stop.
Amir throwing out them fight bombs, baby. Go ahead, Amir. Get it out.
Amir said that was for Briana. Anyways. Good night, y'all. Good night, y'all. Good night, y'all.
Good night.
I hope to see you guys tomorrow, I guess.
And look, let me tell y'all, I am not making Sweet Ma get off of these lives with me. I just want y'all to know that I'm going my ass to bed because I gotta get up early.
Listen, I'm getting off because I need to cuddle with him and I need to give him some milk, some Pediasure through his machine. So I'm gonna get off. But yeah, you guys, I'll see you all tomorrow. We can attract all the broken people we want. And we can also say, keep it moving to those people who don't let others stop you from meeting the good people. Wait, I think I read this wrong. Don't let others stop you from meeting the good people. We just have to test every spirit by the spirit. And we need to start trusting our intuition, trusting our guts and our hearts. Stop enabling. I enable people. I've done those things I'm guilty of. And I ignore red flags just because I want to keep people around. Stop doing that, guys. Stop doing it. All right, y'all. Love you all. Thank you again. And I would love for you guys to watch her live. Okay, I'm going to put Lakeisha's live down in my comment section. So please go click it, watch it, and look out for me and Pac. We will break it down. Peace out.